Hunters.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome back.
Happy Sunday. I just noticed in our chat on the video, it still shows my test chat, but it doesn't show our chat.
Shucks.
Shucks. Tried to fix it, guys. It didn't work.
Dang it. Wait. Oh. Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong. All I see is Ladies of the Hunt says HH.
HHH.
Oh, the technical difficulties. I don't know how to fix that.
Humanity.
The humanity.
We'll figure it out. We'll have to do it another time, but
yeah.
Either way, it's good that we can see the chat still on both of our ends.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Let's see if I can.
I'm
gonna try and fix it. Watch me try to fix it.
Oh. Now watch me work. What's up, this Duke? This? Are you with Tanta Toro too? Tell her we say hello.
Hey guys. Who else we got in here? We got Marvin's house. Hello, sir. Channers.
Yeah.
And this dude, Chris.
Just got a 75, 50, and 50 chromatic drop from my green UVs. That's awesome.
I got a 50 earlier today. I actually went out and did some stuff.
Look at you.
Doing the things.
Did you finally build a white user ball?
Well, I had one before. It was just the level 1. So when I got back...
Oh, that's right. Upgrade.
Yeah. When I got back... Oh, hey, look, our chat loaded. Hey, finally. Good. Okay. So when I got back, my plan was to build another user vault at the intersection closest to my house, and then level that up to 10, and then do another one at the post office and level that up to 10. So I dropped the one at the intersection by my house. I noticed none of the tags that I added in OSM populated. So none of them. So that's great.
Damn it.
So I didn't really get the intersection. I got a little down the street from the intersection, but it's still close. So I got that. And then I went to the post office and I saw freaking Korkio stole the post office. So...
She stole it.
Just stole it. So I was going to do the other post office because I'm like equidistant between two post offices, right?
Oh, okay.
And then, so I drove to the other one and I realized, man, I never drive down here. I'm not putting anything here. Like, I never drive down here. So There's
nothing else nearby that would make it worth it?
No. Well, no. It's kind of out of the way. I'm eating leftover Halloween M&Ms, by the way, guys. Those were brown ones.
Yum.
I eat them by color. So, yeah. So then I was hoping maybe the UPS store would have one. Nope.
Did you try? Is that one of the tags that you tried updating and it didn't happen?
Oh yeah, I added the UPS store tag, the one closest to my house, and that. Nope, that didn't populate. That's not there. So I got the white user vault to level 10 today and dropped my trade shack on it. So that started building today. So that's by my house. And then I'm just like waiting on. And I actually leveled my other user vault at Aldi's up to level 10. I'll probably put a trade shack on there too. I just haven't done it yet. And then I gotta just figure out what's going on with the post office.
Yeah.
Wait. I heard that a lot at crosswalks this past week and a half.
Speaking of this last week and a half, where were you this last week and a half?
You know exactly where I was. Literally at all times.
I love it. Korkio surprised me last Sunday in case everybody missed it. Although I imagine everybody in the chat already knew that. But it was quite a fun week.
Half of the chat was with us, you know.
Yes, very much so.
This dude Chris says, yes, she's here. Say hi. So, hello, Ton.
Hi, Ton. We miss you.
Ton was the best, like, tour guide for Long Beach. And, like, she kept us on point. She had I kept calling them her metronome shoes because they had like this little squeak in them when she walked, and it was like perfectly, like it was a perfect walking beat. So she kind of like kept us on track, and yeah, it was great. It was awesome.
Yeah. She knew exactly where we were going, and yeah, there was no delay.
Yep.
I am not the same. I can get distracted so easily at any corner, at any time.
Yeah, in Santa Monica, there were too many, well, especially because it was Halloween night, all the bars were like, come do shots. So we spent a lot more time doing that than hunting. But, I mean, we're with a group of people having fun, so who cares?
Yeah, it was Halloween also, so we had to do both.
Yeah.
Porque no los dos.
Porque no los dos.
And we can trick or treat. Adult style.
Adult style. Though, because I'm a lightweight and I didn't want to be totally white girl wasted, I did not partake. So.
You had to stream, which was wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, Marvin's house says, Tan is like the Energizer Bunny. Completely. Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely, she was keeping us going. What's up, Goose?
Hey, Goose.
And Jybone. Yes. Yeah, so Korkio surprised me last Sunday, and then Halloween event started Monday.
Did you ever put that surprise video on Twitter?
Did you send it to me? I think you did.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't post it to Twitter, but I will.
Oh. It was good. It was good.
It was good. I should post it right after this.
I'm having wait, how crunchy loud are my leftover Halloween M&Ms?
They're not super crunchy, but I feel like you haven't actively tried to be crunchy.
Good. I don't want to be too crunchy loud. I'm now up to red. I always eat M&Ms.
We're working our way up the color spectrum.
Yeah, I always eat them 2 at a time. I start with the cool colors first. I break that in half with the brown, and then I work my way up the warm colors.
Love it.
I'm a weirdo with M&Ms. Hey, Hayes.
What's up, Hayes? So yeah, wait, okay, let's recap here. What did we do on Sunday?
Sunday, the first Sunday, we had brunch at your restaurant.
Yes.
And then we streamed.
Oh, duh. We streamed.
Yeah.
I was like, what did we do that Sunday night?
And then we
this week has been a blur.
What food did we have that night? We had the fried cheese the size of our head.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And what did you think? What was your rating? Tell everybody what you...
Very good.
Yep.
The eggplant was really good. The ziti was really good. What else was with that? Was there a Brussels sprout salad with that one?
The kale salad.
Kale salad with that one. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we went to sleep. Then we woke up. Then we got ready for Halloween, right?
Right.
We drove around a little bit. We did something. Man, I'm getting too old for this. I don't remember things anymore.
Right? Okay, but I do remember we were starting the event that night. Mm-hmm. We went to the King's Head. Mm-hmm. So you got to see the famous King's Head.
Yep. Met Toasties there.
Met Toasties at the King's Head. Did a little casual cauldron, common cauldron spawning. Jesus, that's a mouthful. Casual, common cauldron spawning.
Yep. And then Marvin's house got off work and he joined us there. Mm-hmm. And then Intellect Slang joined us at one point. Right? Was it that night?
I can't remember.
No, that was Halloween night. That was Tuesday night.
Yeah, Tuesday night we had a bunch of people join us, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And we ran into Mom Loves You and Lady D, which was awesome.
That was awesome. Yeah. And it was Halloween in West Hollywood, which is insane. Like completely insane.
Yes, cars everywhere, people everywhere, streets closed down. We pulled off by some miracle. We like separated into groups. Okay, wait, let's set the stage here because it was Halloween, right? So we met at Colt in Santa Monica, which is where we got all of our boozy bobas, as everybody saw if they watched any of the live streams, because there was at least one a day to
Yeah,
keep
in
the witch
Santa
away.
Monica, they will put alcohol in your boba. Go figure.
And then let's see. Cole and Deej were in town from Oregon, so we met up with Cole and Deej.
That was
intellect
awesome.
Slang, yeah, and then Marvin's house, and then I think it was just us, right? And then we walked down the promenade, spawned some cauldrons right off the bat, then took our sweet time because we got stopped, like you said, at every
and Coley couldn't spawn cauldrons because for some reason his walking quests only track every other day, so he was on the off day of not being able to do walking goals, which means he also couldn't spawn cauldrons, which is really odd. Especially because, like, his phone's only a few years old. It's maybe it's like 4 years old. He had a 9, a Galaxy S9, which is what I used to have before I got my fancy foldy phone. So it's a good thing I got my new phone because now I know I would have had trouble if I had the same phone. But he's looking into possibly... I don't get him. He was like, I'm either going to get a Fold like yours or I'm going to get a new iPhone. And I was like, how are those your two choices? They're so different. He's like, well, I really like the Fold, but titanium. And I was like, what do you mean titanium? Who cares about the titanium?
Although I'm all for an iPhone purchase, so.
Of course you are.
Team iPhone. Do it, Coley.
Team Samsung.
But I will tell you, walking quests suck for me, so maybe.
And they don't for me. Walking quests are awesome for me, so.
Yeah, except you definitely felt my pain when we were walking the dogs and stuff around the neighborhood because you also had shitty tracking.
Your neighborhood has a horrible reception. There was only one place in like your whole apartment that I could even talk on the phone, and that was like the balcony living room area. If I like tried to talk to my boyfriend in like my bedroom, it didn't work. So
yeah. I guess we're too close to I don't know, the canyon or something. Whatever. It's so annoying though.
Yeah.
But we did, on that walking note, both of us completed one whole walking quest of all 8 walking goals. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I got
what day was
real
that?
Close. You got really close every time. I can't remember. What? I don't know.
It was towards the end of the event, I think. Because I was trying to get all those keys.
Yeah, because I
ran out of keys.
Yeah.
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 So.
Which was an interesting quest line journey for you.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. So. Yeah. So we met up with Coley and Deej and Intellect Slang, and then we like went into West Hollywood. And you were setting that whole thing up, so keep going with that story while I eat my now orange M&Ms.
We've made our way into orange. So we were hunting downtown, and then Mom Loves You had posted to our local Discord that she had ran into a witch or spawned a witch. We're still unclear, but her and Lady D were up there for West Hollywood puts on this like big Halloween carnival during Halloween.
Insane.
So instead of taking 2 cars to West Hollywood on Halloween night, we decided we broke the law, breaking the law multiple ways. We had roadies and Korkio and I jumped into the trunk of my car, and sat in the dog bed, which we typically have all the seats down, and the dog bed goes down like 2 seats, and then we just have like another bucket seat in the back. To paint the picture, I drive a Tiguan, so it's a nice little SUV, but it's a little.
Yeah, we were like on top of each other in that trunk, so. Yeah.
Knee to knee.
Yeah.
So it was great. all the way to West Hollywood, which took probably like 45 minutes to actually get to like a parking spot because
Yeah.
of Halloween night. And then we
Mm-hmm.
all took turns. We went in two groups so we could watch the car because we parked in a freaking driveway.
Yeah. So to paint this picture completely, for those that don't know the area, and like I didn't know the area, so I feel like I can explain it the way an outsider would understand it. So you have this high end neighborhood, and this high end neighborhood is near some like fancy buildings. So what was that place called? The big colorful building that was
The Pacific
Design
Pacific
Center.
Design Center. Yeah.
Yeah.
PDC.
So all these like it was this fancy neighborhood like all around that, and both sides of all the streets in these fancy neighborhoods is just lined with cars parked for like all of the giant party going on everywhere except like driveways. So people were good at not blocking driveways except for us, but we didn't leave the car alone, so if someone needed in or out of their driveway, they could get in or out. But these roads aren't like super wide, so there's barely enough room still for like a car to get down the middle with cars parked on both sides. So yeah, so that's what it was like. And then like once you get out of the neighborhoods into the more like there's some commercial area, it's crazy. It's like imagine Times Square but not skyscrapers. It's like there was so many people everywhere, and they were all
And
wearing Halloween costumes. And
that was great.
and that area, I guess, is like the neighborhood area, so it was like totally wild. It was great. Yeah.
That's West Hollywood, baby.
Yeah.
I wish
and,
we could have stayed and partied with Mom Loves You and Lady D, honestly.
Right? And Hulu had sponsored a haunted house thing there. It was like Huluween or whatever they called it.
Yep. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So who did we have in the car with us? So it was Marvin's house, Foley, Deej, and Alexa Lang, Toasties, and then me and you in the back in the dog bed.
Yeah. And then, oh, hey, Rubix. And Kevo. And whoever else joined us in the middle there. Yeah, so then we split into two groups. It was, the first group was, it was Deej and you and me. And who else was in the first group? I know it was the three ladies and Alexei?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so it was the four of us. I guess we went in the first group. And then we came back, and then I again went with the second group. Oh, we on our way back we found Mom Loves You, right? Or no?
I can't remember. I had shots, you didn't.
I know, I'm just old, so I can't remember. At some point we found Mom Loves You.
Mm-hmm. Wait, I thought that they met us first and then we divided into groups.
No. That's not right.
Oh. Because we just saw it right away.
Yeah. But anyway, so the next group was Coley and Marvin's house and Toasties and me. Did I forget anyone? I think that's right. And we walked up. I think that's when we found Mom Loves You and Lady D.
Oh, okay.
On our way back from that, I want to say. Anyway, so yeah, so then it was a short walk that was made a long walk because we had to navigate lots of people and
humans.
Yeah, like lines for haunted houses and we just like
people trying to kick us out of an area because we're just trying to reach the witch.
Oh,
like, Lisa, I'm just playing this quick game.
Hawk is asking what I'm eating. I'm eating leftover Halloween M&Ms, and I just finished the yellow, so the last color is green, and I'll be moving on to that next. I consider green a warm color, even though it's kind of a cold color. It's warm to me, so it gets added into the warm color group. And I'm washing it down with my favorite La Croix, which is beach plum flavor. This is the best flavor of La Croix ever. Beach plum.
Ooh, that sounds delicious. I've never heard of that flavor.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So, yeah. So I went with the second group too because I somehow managed to do my witch quest like first shot with time to spare.
Mhm.
And everyone else was drinking. So we figured, okay, I was the only one sober. So maybe people would need help.
And maybe
Um,
they did, maybe they didn't. We will never tell.
yeah. Um, so yeah, so I just went to help out. Also keep track of like where we were walking, how to get back to the car, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then we ran into Mom Loves You, Lady D. We took a really great group photo, which is probably I think the best photo of the entire week and a half. Like it's such a good group photo.
It is great.
Um, yeah. Rubik says it's so weird to hear it pronounced the French way. What's the French way of what? Oh, La Croix. Wait, what do people say in Chicago? LaCroix or La
Ooh.
Croix? What do they say?
Oh, that hurts. That hurts the ears.
Yeah, it's La Croix. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so it was a lot of fun. And then we had a couple of trips to that public bathroom that said no smoking, and I put my cigarette butt out at the bottom of it. Because screw you, I'm outside and there's no one around. I can smoke a fucking cigarette.
This is a sidewalk, god damn it.
It's a sidewalk, yeah.
Um, yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Rubik said that's how
fun
people
times
from
were had.
La Croix, Wisconsin say it too. Say what? La Croix? What? Anyway.
LaCroix is actually how you
LaCroix?
say it. What?
Who?
No,
Wait.
no, no. I can't.
LaCroix? Whatever.
There's a meme somewhere about these goddamn beverages.
My favorite thing about these, I used to hate them, but because my taste buds require strong flavors, and there was that joke that if you want to know what it tastes like, you just speak the name of a fruit in the other room, and that's about the amount of flavor you get, is the sound of the fruit from another room. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like when people say that like Sprite tastes like the TV static, or not Sprite. What is it? Sierra Mist or something? I can't remember.
Really? I haven't heard that one. Anyways.
Rubik says, "Yep, it's like right and wrong simultaneously." Wonderful.
Got it. Well, if you want to hear an even more fucked up thing, so there's Miami, Florida, right? We have one of those in Oklahoma too. Do you know how they pronounce it? Can you guess?
Is it like Will Smith? Miami.
No. Think way more country.
Welcome to Miami.
No, it's Miami.
No.
Mm-hmm.
There's no
Miami.
there's no A at the end.
Yeah, it's Miami. It's Miami, Oklahoma.
Oh my god.
That's how I say it now too. Because I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's so bad. It's Miami.
Like that cringe you just like kind of give into.
Yeah.
I'll
it's
cringe
like,
too, I guess.
Yeah. It's just like I'm just gonna be a true okay, and I'm just gonna call it Miami forever now. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Anyway. I mean, we have weird names of things in Oklahoma. Like, there's a town called Corn. I mean, there's just weird names.
Maybe Harris
Rubik says Miami. It's not Miami. It's not French. It's just country, Miami.
Apparently that's Miami.
Miami. Yeah. Anyway, so that was Halloween. I don't even remember how it ended. I want to say we went back into Santa Monica and we hit some cauldrons that were there. And then we had to get Toasties and Alex Lang back home because
Yeah.
of work the next morning or something.
Yeah.
And then we went home.
Keep going. Yeah. Hopefully.
We had, wait, was that a really late night? Was that a Taco Bell night or a veggie grill night?
No, that was a really night. That was a Taco Bell night, I think.
Taco Bell night.
Or that was a leftover night. I actually can't remember if we even ate that night.
Oh, you're right. We didn't eat that night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't eat that night. I ate a lot of Halloween candy, and you guys just didn't eat. You guys did shots, and I ate Halloween candy. That was our dinner.
I mean, the good thing was I think we ate before. Yes, I ate before. I definitely had our leftover veggie grill right
Well,
before we left.
we also had some stuff at the 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 pub too. We got some sweet potato fries and some of those veggie samosas.
That was the night before.
Was it?
Yeah, it was on Monday.
Oh, you're right. Oops.
Oops.
Yeah. So this vacation was
much fun was had.
I want to say this was the healthiest, least calorie intense vacation. Even with all the Halloween candy I ate, I probably took in the least amount of calories of any vacation ever and got the most exercise. So, yeah. Can you guys stop talking about horchata in the chat? Because I fucking love horchata and I can't have any right now. Though Hoth wants to know what was the best food you ate while you were there.
Tough question.
Yeah, that is a tough question, but I think I still, just for like general like what I would eat on a daily basis if I lived there, I think I would frequent Tu Madre all the time. And I told my boyfriend about it. He's like, "You ate it, your mom?" I was like, "Yeah, your mom."
What are you having for dinner tonight? Your mom.
Your mom. So, Tu Madre was like, it's hard to describe. They had like the best elotes I've ever had. I love elotes. It's like one of my favorite things. And then the burrito we got was like what, a crispy shrimp burrito. And it had rice in it and sweet and sour sauce and battered shrimp and like a kind of a coleslaw, some kind of slaw was in there.
Like a cabbage slaw.
Yeah, and it was almost like having Chinese food in a burrito. But then if you put any of the salsas that they gave you on it, it completely changed the flavor. So you could have the Chinese food burrito, or you could have like a more like Latin style burrito just by putting a little bit of the salsa on it. And they had these like red velvet churros, which were bomb. So yeah, I think as my daily, like what I would eat on a regular basis, it'd probably be Tu Madre. But we also had Veggie Grill. Veggie Grill was really good. It basically tells you what it is. It's veggies in lots of different. Like I had a protein bowl. It was like a tempeh with sriracha and stuff.
But their whole thing is everything is vegan.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
We did eat Taco Bell
still
a lot.
So delicious.
Channers, like there were times where we like nothing else was open and we weren't eating dinner until like midnight or later. So we ate Taco Bell. And the great thing about Taco Bell, as someone who doesn't eat meat, pretty much any menu item you can sub beans. So like you basically get the benefit of having the entire menu to choose from, and then you just, instead of meat, you put beans in it. So yeah, I introduced the Marvins to the nacho fries because apparently they had not had nacho fries before, and that's kind of like a staple in our house. We eat Taco Bell a lot just because time schedules and whatever, like sometimes we have like 10 minutes to get dinner between picking the kid up from school and bringing the kid to soccer practice and whatever. So anyway, I also like the
nacho fries.
The cheesy gordita crunch with beans instead, or we got the grilled cheese burrito with beans.
Fucking delicious.
Yeah. So I'm honestly a really big Taco Bell fan because yeah, it's like junk food, but it still is like healthier because it doesn't have meat in it, and like it's fucking cheap, and you can get it
Sounds
almost any
great.
time of day. And yeah, anyway, so that's that. And then what else did we eat? We had sushi at Monroll,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had Rita's Indian.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to remember all the things. There's something I'm missing. The place that had the first night where we had the cheese the size of your head. What place was that from? I didn't catch that name.
Osby.
Osby. Yeah, that was really good too. That was more Italian stuff.
Yep.
So, yeah. So, but still, I think Tumadre was my favorite, and I think we got that twice. I think we got Veggie Grill twice as well.
We timed it perfectly coming back from Long Beach because we were like barely hitting the midnight hour. And I tend to do this sometimes where if I know that some place is going to be open until whatever time, I'll make sure to try to like shove the order in like 20 minutes before. And I was just wishing on a prayer that Tumadre was going to be open, and they were. So we
They
had
had like
our
3 minutes left, right?
Yeah, we had our food delivered as we were hunting the rest of our cauldrons. And yeah, beat it by 3 minutes. It was
We
great.
got home with the food. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
So pro hunter
So,
tip.
yeah. Yep. So yeah, and then we also ate breakfast brunch whatever at Cults a couple of times, right? The first time was like the first morning I was there. We went and got I had an almond croissant, which was really good, and then the and I learned about Cali burritos probably a couple weeks before I went to California. And apparently, I guess the only thing different about a Cali burrito versus a regular burrito is that it's got French fries in it, which that doesn't scream California to me for some reason. Like when I think California, I think more of avocados and less of French fries. But
Usually it's both. If you're
yeah,
getting a Cali burrito, there's usually fries and avocado. If there's no avocado, then it's not a Cali burrito, actually.
yeah. So yeah, we had some of that. Chandler says that Thai restaurant in Long Beach, which we never went to. Yeah.
We were hunting too late.
Yeah.
When we were getting down to Long Beach, we were driving in an hour and a half of traffic to get there because we were waiting for Marvin's house to get out of work, which was right around that 6 p.m. traffic hour. And yeah, by that time we were catching up to cauldrons that were going to be despawning and trying to spawn our own. And
Yeah.
yeah, that place is amazing, but they close at 9 o'clock, which is
So Kevo says Taco Bell is definitely junk. Taco Time is better. I've never even heard of a Taco Time. We don't have those.
I don't think we have those, buddy.
I can tell you that Marvin's house calls Taco Bell Taco Bueno, which is funny because in Oklahoma there are Taco Buenos that are not bueno, and I've had
Taco
it twice.
no bueno.
Yeah, it's given me food poisoning twice, and the place is absolutely disgusting. So I don't recommend Taco Bueno if you ever come through Oklahoma. Definitely Taco Bell, which
Or Taco Time, allegedly.
apparently if you're in Canada. But so it's funny because Marvin's house calls it Taco Bueno. I call Taco Bell Taco Hell because it's not hell. It's like ironic. So yeah, whatever. Yeah. Anyway,
Taco Time is Canadian, says Goose.
I would expect.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. So okay,
yeah, and
so
then
we
what
were on
else?
Halloween.
Mm.
We
yeah, and
streamed
then-
Halloween, right? Yeah, I streamed a little bit of Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Definitely not the car ride, which I think hindsight, maybe we should have done. That would have been hilarious.
I don't think I would have had enough phone battery for that.
Oh yeah, fair point.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun. And then I think we had a little bit of a recovery day on Wednesday, but we still went out and spawned some stuff. Right? Yeah,
I think so.
I think so. Wednesday's a bit of a blur.
Yeah. The whole thing
Um,
smushes together for me because,
right.
that's just my brain. That's how my brain works. So, yeah. I do know we went. Wait, so we went to Long Beach a handful of times, right?
Yeah, maybe we even went on Wednesday. I can't
I
remember.
Yeah. So wait, Halloween was what, Monday?
Tuesday.
Halloween was Tuesday.
Hmm.
So I think we went to Long Beach on Thursday, and then again on Friday,
Hmm.
and then on Sunday. No,
No, Sunday we were in Santa Monica.
right.
We went
I don't know.
twice though, right? Maybe three times?
I
I
thought we
can't
went
recall.
three times.
Um, yeah,
Well, the
but
first time
Long
we went,
Beach
we
was
got super
the
lost.
hub.
No, the
Yes.
second time, was it the first time we went we got lost, or the second time we went we got lost?
It
I
was
feel
the
like it was
second
the
time
second time.
because I was driving and trying to get navigation
Yeah, and we kept ending up on islands.
and no one was
Like
able to provide it.
we kept going over bridges. We ended up like in the like terminal area for the Queen Mary. Um,
We were like dead in the ports, you guys, like going through what are they called? You guys had a name for them. You and Marvin's house were like we're going these like figure eights. Like
oh,
every
the
oh my
spaghetti
God.
bowls.
Yes, and it was insane because I was driving and I was like trying to like asking them for navigation and then we took a wrong exit, like one
Mm-hmm.
exit too soon and it led
Ended
us
up
to
back
like
on the highway.
the entire like downtown Long Beach like port and
Mm-hmm.
oh God, you guys, it was insane. And then I'm thinking I'm in this figure eight about to get back onto a freeway and there's a fucking stop sign. Like, what the hell?
On the freeway, like to get
On
onto the
the
freeway.
freeway. And so
Mm-hmm.
people are like speeding. Oh my God, it was just insane. It was insane.
Yeah.
But we made it down safely. We were just a few minutes late.
Yeah.
Um, man, that was rough though. That night was rough.
And that's because the cauldrons were like way down in the ports.
They
Like,
were spawning, yeah, in crazy areas.
yeah, and the first night we didn't. The first night we went there, the cauldrons were like downtown, and you all already knew how to get there, so we just went directly there. The
Yeah.
problem was the second night we were trying to go to the cauldrons first, and they were like around the port area, and that's how we got lost. And then, yeah, but then there
Yeah.
was a witch down there too, which we did on the second night.
Yep. That was great.
Yeah, so that was fun.
Yeah. And and we both got our witch quest done at one point or another in one
Mm-hmm.
try, which was
Yes.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Go ladies.
And I really thought I had a chance at being that fastest witch quest.
Oh, right.
And it was like,
Somebody else had done it in like 42 seconds or something.
I don't know. Did it say how fast? I don't think the
I feel
Medium
like it
article
did.
said it how fast. Did it?
Maybe not. Maybe I'm
But it was like a
remembering different
weird,
number.
it was a name I hadn't heard before. It was like Shazzy Fierce or Shaz, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Yeah.
Jazzy Fierce or something?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But congratulations, whoever you are. That's awesome. Because, yeah, we had plenty of experience to know how difficult that thing was. So, awesome job. Awesome job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was fun. And then let's see. It was a grind. We needed you to get keys, but we also needed oh, wait, when did we figure out the recipe? We were in Long Beach when we figured out the recipe. We were coming back. We were on our way home from Long Beach because I was driving and you were like, "Wait, somebody found it."
Really
Excuse me,
need to get
Siri.
Alexa, dismiss.
Oh, yeah.
She's showing me
Alexa.
some astronauts, though. They're kind of cool. That's a really cool picture, actually. Anyway.
Did we ask for it though?
I don't even know how she hears anything because I've got my headphones in. And I didn't say anything that sounded like her name. I don't know. Anyway.
Maybe.
But yeah, we were driving home from Long Beach, trying to like when we figured out what the sacrifice recipe was, and then that night I stayed up all night to get my monster. Is it the monster? Yeah, it was the monster. But I didn't even realize until, what was it, like the second day of the event or something, that I would never be able to complete the event because I had like nowhere's near enough keys. And I was thinking, oh, maybe if I get lucky and I have 2 buddy quests, then I was reminded, oh fuck, there's no buddy quest during the event. So yeah, it was completely hopeless for me.
There weren't enough walking quests to make it happen.
It was Shazzy Fierce. Is that what I said? Because that's what I remembered. Chandler says Shazzy Fierce. Yeah. Somehow that stuck in my head. Anyway. Ton says we came down Thursday and Friday.
Yeah. That checks out.
But we were there.
Yeah, I think we took...
Were we there 3 times?
I think that we went down on Wednesday to get the cauldrons, but then drove back.
Right, because it was really late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We waited until Marvin's house came home. We had dinner and did all that. And then I think we went out.
Yeah.
There was a night that we did that.
Yeah.
So. Marvin's house, we walked forever on Thursday. We walked forever on Friday. Yeah, we were out for like 5 hours. It's pretty crazy.
It was a lot of walking. I think.
What's up, DZ from the Bird?
I think Long Beach, I got all 8 walking quests done, and we were still walking. Like, we just kept going.
We were walking for free. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
we were walking for cauldrons.
Yeah. So, Hoth, no, I did not get the wolf blueprint. Because my hope... So, I was able to hit... I had 6 yellow keys, which meant that one of the yellow keys I needed to use in the quest line to unlock the ability to spawn the epic cauldrons, right? Which I guess I didn't need to do because I guess I could have just... There were plenty of cauldrons to hit. But I needed to do my part. So I spent 1 yellow key there, and then I was able to hit 5 epic cauldrons. And basically I just had to hope that maybe it would drop out of 1. But unfortunately, all the people that were going to get it in the quest line anyway were the ones that had it drop out of the cauldron for them. Like Marvin's house had his drop literally right before he was going to spend the red key.
I know, it's insane.
Yeah, and then Ton did too, right? Was it Ton?
Yeah, hers dropped I think earlier.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because I remember talking with her about her trying to decide if she was going to spend the red key or not. Like, if it was worth it for the tickler and stuff. So,
yeah.
And those are the only 2 people that got it out of the cauldron, right?
Yeah. In our group. Yeah. So, Stu Chris said, maybe spawn cauldrons, then drive next time.
Right?
Yes, except for you guys were spawning cauldrons at like every hour of the day. So we had to get all the ones that were about to expire on our way in. Yeah. Because we weren't spawning stuff in our neighborhood. So we were saving it for downtown. So literally at any point in time, you could hit a cauldron. Like... It just that you had no idea when anything was ending, except for probably the epics.
Long Beach was full. Like, there were cauldrons freaking everywhere. And not only was our group spawning it, but this dude Chris's parents were out there spawning cauldrons on their own. And I mean, there had to have been other people because we also ran into other cauldrons, and that happened in Santa Monica too, where. Like, we were keeping track of what we hit, and we were taking people around, and then when we dropped people off, we'd, like, try to go back home, and we'd be like, oh, there's another cauldron, so we'd go to it, and then we'd be like, okay, let's go back home, and then we'd be like, oh, there's another cauldron, let's go to that, and then we're like, okay, now it's time to go home, and then we'd find another one, and we'd go hit that, and it's like, okay, time to go home, and then we'd find another one, and it took, I want to say it was like 8 more cauldrons after we said we were going home.
Yeah.
So... Anyway, it was a little crazy.
It was hilarious.
So I did not get the wolf. Everyone pretty much everyone else got the wolf, right? There was,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I did
Even
not. I did get the necro, and then you got the necro, and then who else? Was there anyone else in our groups that got the necro?
I think it was only us, to be honest.
And and
Um,
that's out of
my hoarding tendencies paid off because I literally needed nothing but to print. So
mhm.
I was just one of the lucky people that hunted enough in the past, you know, 3 Halloween events and wait, three, two, three,
Three. I think three. Two.
two for me because I didn't start with Halloween. So
Yeah.
two, this being the third. But yeah, I was just lucky with the mixture of AR and yeah,
Yeah,
having
and
things printed.
I was just about 800 flesh short, and that was just because I had sold a bunch of that during my leaderboard run in August. So if that hadn't happened, I would have had enough to print too. Um, but I ended up, so it was either buy 2 zombies or buy 1 monster. And the zombies were going for like the same price as the monsters. So I was like, well, I'll just buy 1 monster. Um, and I had to negotiate my way through the auction house with some other hunters. I was like, hey, I can't wait until tomorrow for this because I'm going to have to be streaming and I'm going to be away from my headquarters. So, like, I promise you, I'll keep an eye on these other ones for you and let you know when they click over to 1 o'clock if you'll let me win this one. And that was like 4 o'clock in the morning. So it was crazy.
I can't believe you stayed up so late.
Yeah. Um, and the only reason why I was even able to was because I was talking to people. Like I was chatting with people on Discord trying to like make that happen because if I had just tried to stay up on my own, I would not have been able to.
Yeah.
But I think the Medium article said only what 31 people got the necro. So we are
Mm-hmm.
2 out of 31. So that feels pretty good. I mean, honestly, I'd
That
rather
does
have the
feel good.
necro than the wolf. So I'm pretty happy with how that worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've um I feel like I feel happy, but I also feel like weirdly guilty. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, which is kind of sucks, but um
I mean,
it
I
sucks
would
to
have
like
loved
have
more
so
people
much.
to have it, but
Yeah. No, I guess that's not even the point. Like I just don't remember this much like uproar when like it was last year, the or not even last year, the year before with the Black Cat. Like there it felt like there was like a lot of weird backlash this year for people who were enjoying the event, and that like felt not great. You know what I
yeah, but
mean? Like it sucked.
you
Like
can't feel guilty
I
about
had
that because we
we
didn't
had so
have
much
anything
fun,
to
but
do with that.
yeah, I know. But I know. So why do I feel guilty? Which
I
is
think
why I say it's weird. But
a lot of the
I
reason why
will
I think a
say,
lot of people were upset about it is because they didn't have they didn't have the opportunity to hunt with groups necessarily like we did. Or maybe maybe
right.
maybe they did or and they didn't want to, but like honestly, anyone that was hunting with a group and had the ability to go out and participate in the community of it seemed to be
Hmm.
enjoying themselves. And anyone that
Oh
unfortunately
yeah.
was in an area that it was just them didn't
Hmm.
seem to be enjoying themselves. And I think that's what the difference was. And I mean,
Yeah.
all I can say is if you want to enjoy it more, I mean, now that you can refer Apple people, like go out and grab some friends and be like, hey, there's this thing. I want to do it with you. It can be a lot of fun, but it's only fun if I've got friends in it. So do it with me. I mean, that's all I can recommend. And I know it's going to be tough because it's nearly an impossible game for beginners at this point still. But
Hmm.
I mean, they'll have you to help them along, and it doesn't matter if the game is easy or hard or fun or not
Well,
because
that's
it's the hanging out with people part that's fun.
yeah,
At least for
totally.
me.
But for the game part, I will say, I feel like um we've had harder events, right?
Yeah, for
And I
sure.
feel like there were things that were that happened during this event that like actively helped players, right? Like the spawning radius was
Oh yeah, that was
decreased
awesome.
almost right away because
Yeah.
it was just like obnoxiously far. So like things were like getting fixed along the way. Um, like the folks who were upset about the 910 vaults, that kind of bugs me. Like, okay, I understand that people don't have a ton of vaults still. Like the POI fill still isn't perfect for every area and it's never going to please everyone. But like we had to do 1200 during the Hawaii event.
Yeah.
And while I do remember some people getting upset about this, I feel like this event, like people just threw the towel in before they even tried.
Yeah.
And knowing the quest chain, like right away, that's the point of a quest chain, is you're able to see, you can just kind of plan and
Plan
strategically
ahead.
plan your event. um and it was a matter of like, if it's a matter of vaults, then you would know right from the jump whether or not you could do it, right? And like where
Yeah.
to set your expectations.
Yeah.
The one thing I'll say I was really disappointed about was Halloween resources not dropping from vaults, obviously, because
Yeah,
we
because
have
then it made
so many
yeah, and
Halloween resources
the
that we need
cauldron grind would, or the vault grind was less exciting because
because of it. Yeah.
yeah, you almost didn't want to hit those vaults because you weren't going to get anything you needed for the event out of them except for counting down that number. So I never even got close to hitting all of them because I knew I wasn't going to complete it. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I was short on keys, so I literally only hit vaults when I was going to spawn cauldrons. And that
Mm-hmm.
was it because there was no point to hitting any more vaults than that because I wasn't going to get anything out of them. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, but by the end of it, we stacked a shit ton of paint, right? So that
yeah.
was the thing that I did like was we still got resources that we would need for other aspects of the game that we're currently playing.
Yeah.
But
But they could have done
I
both. Like
might,
they
yes, I might bite my tongue saying this, but I'm like, what about a 333 where we could like
No, no,
choose
no, no, no. What about
resources or
no, what about if you just put the Halloween resources under the Halloween category? So if you pick the
yeah,
Halloween
that would
category,
be
you
even
got the
better.
resources. And that suggestion is in the Discord. So I don't remember who suggested it, but it wasn't me, was it? No, I don't think it was me. I really don't remember who it was. But go upvote that because I think that's the best way to make it more fun. Is like you still can get paint if you want paint, just don't click the holiday category. If you want the holiday resources for the event, click that category, answer those questions.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. And maybe you can make that category like a guaranteed category that shows up every time, and the other two are random.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So,
Yeah. I
Goose
don't know. I think
says,
there's always got to be a better way.
yeah, Goose says the worst part was needing to drive to have any chance of completing, and we had a good 10
That's
people going
always
hard every day.
that's
It's
every event though. It's
you
it's
always
every
you
single
always
event.
have to. Yeah,
Like it's every single one.
yeah. Um,
Even the World Cup event. If people say that that was walking, it wasn't. You had to drive to green vaults. So
yeah.
no,
IDFK
every single
says
event you have to drive.
Hawaii was strictly driving, though. We could plan out how many vaults we needed to hit before or after work. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Goose
Yeah.
says, I also feel like doing hundreds and hundreds of vaults would have been much easier psychologically because you were getting paid crypto as well as resources. This time, vaults were just numbers.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, that's like still you're talking to like the crypto crowd. It's not everybody was part of the crypto crowd, and um, a lot of people, unfortunately, kept their money in the game. So now, you know, you
Built
got to
those
focus
vending
on the other
machines.
aspects. Yeah, you got to focus on the other aspects.
Yeah.
Um,
Goose
but still, I
says,
mean, everybody has to admit, it wasn't like every time that you were hunting those vaults during the Halloween event or the Hawaii or whatever, you're like, oh yeah, such and such amount of Bitcoin or Ethereum. You're excited about the resource drops depending on what you need in your
Oh yeah.
inventory. So
Oh yeah.
like the gameplay is still there psychologically.
Yeah. Goose says, on the flip side, though, those 7 days were the best time of 2023 for this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, definitely for me, because I was in Santa Monica and Long Beach, and that was a lot of fun. I didn't have to do it by myself. And granted, in the past years, I didn't necessarily do it by myself. Like, Joey Bananas showed up a couple of times in the past, and Dan Abyss would bring up some of the Norman crew, like Seth Losha, and, I had other hunters that showed up here and there, but it was rare that I actually hunted with people. There was like a time or two I actually hunted with Joey Bananas, but for the most part in the past it was like communicating where cauldrons were and like meeting people when they came up to hit the cauldrons. But we didn't actually hunt together, so that made this so much better. It was like actually doing it together and like spending the whole time doing it instead of just like, yeah. So
yeah.
I love that.
Me too. And then Channers brings up a good point too, which was another reason why I did like this year's event and thought it was they are making improvements, right? And listening to some feedback was the werewolf blueprint was in the quest line, which was great. You didn't have to wait for RNG for the epic to drop.
That was always my biggest complaint in past events was you'd pay that red key and hope that maybe you'd get lucky and get the blueprint out of whatever mechanic the game had to get the blueprint. And often, like, my area wasn't active enough for me to have enough chances, and RNG usually hated me, especially for Christmas. Like, RNG hates me for Christmas because I hate Christmas, and it just happens to know that. So often I just wouldn't get the blueprint, or I'd get it like way at the last minute, and I'd have to like seriously rush to make sure I got everything done because so this even though I didn't even get to this part, I definitely appreciated that they were going to not make you pay for a possibility. Once you paid, you had the guarantee. And it was just hoping you get the resources. You just have to hunt enough to get the resources. And even if you couldn't get all the resources, that is much easier to get in the auction house than the blueprint is. So,
yeah, definitely.
Anyway. So Kevo says, I wish the Skelly was in the quest line last year, but I did snag the blueprint during Auction House Wars. And
Rubik said, I knew I wouldn't finish this year based on math, but it was nice to be able to at least get the blueprint, which, yes.
Yeah. I still have to hope I can get that. I still haven't printed the Necro yet because I stopped focusing on the auction house when I got home, and I still don't have enough magical fabric. So, yeah, if anyone wants to help me out with some of that magical fabric, I'd be happy for that. But yeah.
Yeah. I have some things happening in the auction house, but I don't want to even talk about it because there are people around every fucking corner in that goddamn auction house. So, yeah.
Speaking of auction house, did anyone in the chat get any of K-Hag's special gifts out of the auction house? Because that was definitely interesting. Did you get any?
No, I couldn't.
Yeah, I didn't have... I mean, I spent pretty much the majority of my QB coins on that monster, and I barely had anything left, so... yeah.
Sorry, I'm reading what Chandler's is saying. Last year I rolled out of bed in 10 minutes to drive Dry Bones Epic for the skeleton drop. After poor Bay Area hunters and Kevo had to listen, time to complain. Sorry. Oh, aw.
Um, yeah.
Hmm.
So, for anyone that didn't happen to notice, K-Hag basically sold everything out of his inventory except I think he kept one of every QB. Um,
Hmm.
and then there are some things that didn't sell. Um, Actually, I think it was just his top 5 NFT from August, which I found interesting that apparently K Hag and I both made top 5 in an August. His just was the August before mine. Um, and I don't even
Nice.
have my top 5 NFT yet or digital art.
What? What do you mean?
Do I? Am I supposed to? Because I never got one. I thought
You
they were
should
all
probably
going
send
out
in
like in
a
a chunk.
you should probably send in a bug report because that was a few months ago.
Yeah, but I think they were behind on getting those all out to people.
Were they? Can
Yeah, I think
someone
so.
in the chat confirm?
Let me see if I have it.
Because that seems silly. They just
Um,
launched a whole new game, so maybe they should
I have Hawaii
tie up those loose ends.
2022 Quest Chain digital art, Anniversary digital art, Halloween 22, Christmas 22, Halloween 23. That's all I got.
Hmm. Yeah, you should send something in about that.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll do that.
Or else you're gonna
Um,
forget about it.
I will not forget about it. I don't think we have to worry about that. Um, yeah.
Really? Because you've forgotten this whole past week. So I might be a little concerned.
Yeah, but this was an entire month of my life that I dedicated to earning that. So,
Fair point.
and it's only one thing. It's not a timeline I have to memorize. It's just like
You're
it's
right.
a thing. It's a thing. Yeah. Um. So IDFK says got my Vamp trade shack up and running today. Hope for some uh, magical fabric soon. Ooh, yeah. What would magical fabric wouldn't come from anything else but vampire, would it?
And the
And maybe the
necromancer.
necro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
what
Oh wait, is it used for the snowman? No. Is it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe not. Maybe it is just the vampire. Not positive.
Kevo says, "What's the meta? Do we like K Hag or boo K Hag? We love K Hag.
We
What are you
love
talking about?
K-Hag.
K Hag is our volcano buddy, and everything else too. Like he's our bud. Yeah,
Yeah. K-Hag's the best.
we love
He
K Hag.
sends us pictures of his twins and they're fucking adorable.
Yeah, yeah. We got him. We got the twins like Ladies of the Hunt matching high chairs for mealtime. Yeah.
Not that they have a Ladies of the Hunt
No.
logo on them, right?
They were just from Ladies of the Hunt.
Ladies of the Hunt.
Yeah. That would be cool though if we had somehow managed to get like a Ladies of the Hunt logo on
Just the way
twin
you said it, I was
boys
like,
high chairs.
oh wait, let's clarify here.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
K Hag was like my first friend in this game, and yeah, he will always have a special place in this game. He's like, he's kind of the QB
The
guru.
Gandhi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so as Chandler says, yes, DZ, hook me up with some of that magical fabric. Also, I'm curious what y'all's favorite thing to staff your trade shack with would be. I think like once I get the necromancer, I'm gonna staff it with that.
I think so too, but I feel like the drop rate is so low that it's like, yes, it makes sense to do it, but
Well,
I don't know.
what
I'd
are the
almost
other
do it.
options?
Well, leprechauns and chromatic cubies have been another one for chromatic paint because that would be the special resource drop.
So
which
Wait,
I feel like we should
leprechauns
just drop.
take chromatic paint? I didn't even notice that.
Recipe change.
Yeah, I haven't paid attention to the recipe changes. So,
Mhm.
okay. All right. Well, I don't have a chromatic QB, so I'll have to hope for one of those. I do have a leprechaun though. I guess that's a good idea. I didn't even think about that.
Right. And then, I mean, it just depends on like what epic QB that I guess you want like to print another of. Like for me personally, I'll probably staff with a black cat because I need jingle bells now and yarn to print
Right?
it, and that's new. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of QBs
Oh,
that require those things. So I'm gonna
and
need a lot of that.
IDFK mentions you got to level it up. The higher the level, the higher the drop rate. So,
Mm.
what is the
Here, I
leveling
love that
requirement
it
on that?
affects drop rates, but why doesn't it affect our XP?
Hmm.
What the heck? Make it work.
So, okay, so what's needed to level up a trade check? I'm sure we already know this, but I don't know it.
No. I think he's. Oh
Oh,
wait,
you mean
are you
the
talking about cubies?
higher level QB or higher level
I think that
trade
he means
check?
higher level cubies because I don't think you can upgrade a trade shack as far as I know. Um, hmm,
Kevo
hmm,
says
hmm.
you can have my nuts. Ooh, Channer says nutcracker for Christmas. Yeah, I can see that. What
Hmm.
about like gingerbread or um
And here's the other thing too, you guys have to think about is like because if you're staffing it at a structure, you won't be able to have it for AR if you need to
mhm.
equip something. So
Unless you just
if
go
you
switch
were
it out. Yeah.
right,
Okay, so he
I don't
says
know. I
trade
guess it
shack
depends.
upgrades aren't available yet, so that he means level up the QB.
Mm,
So the
mhm.
only QBs I have at a
Good
reasonable
thing I
level right
leveled up my
now,
fucking black cat. Yeah.
yeah, I have builders and I guess the Skelly. We kind of leveled up a little bit during
Hmm.
Halloween.
And then I fucking sacrificed it.
Oh yeah, you sacrificed a
So did
level
you.
4 Skelly. Yeah, I did.
Oh wait,
I did too. Didn't I?
no, mine was level 6.
Yours was level 6. Mine was level 4. Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do I have for high QB level? Crap. Can we
Mm.
sort by
You have a
level?
scarecrow that is, I think, like level 5 or 6,
I
right?
have a level 7B. I have a level 7
Mm.
5 or level 7 5. Level 5 ooze. I have the goose.
The
So
goose.
goose,
Oh yeah,
goose.
goose.
We've been calling the green ooze QB the goose QB because it's green ooze. So yes, you now have your own QB.
Yeah.
Um,
I like literally couldn't help myself. I just kept calling it the goose QB
goose
and
QB.
it was yeah.
Yeah,
And I was like, why do I keep calling it that?
yeah.
So it's all your fault, Goose. Thanks a lot.
Hi, Nellic.
What's
Um,
up, Nellic?
yeah, so I have a level 5 ooze, a level 3 scarecrow, and that's fucking it. Because my
Wait,
level 5, or
no
my level
Susie?
6 Susie is currently building my trade shack.
Mm, okay.
But that would just be regular paint, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to do that anyway.
Well, you definitely want her to build it, but you want something else to staff it.
Yeah.
It's to be more clear.
Goose says,
Um,
I love you guys. Oh, love you too. Okay, so what's the best way to level up QBs except, like, other than hunting with them? It's printing with them, right?
mhm.
So if we've printed something in Coin Hunt Worlds, we do get experience points for printing it the first time in Cubieverse, right?
Yes,
So it counts as new in Cubieverse
but it's
once.
just XP. Yeah, you don't get leaderboard points for it. It's just a
But your QB can level up that way.
yes. Yeah.
Okay. So you have
And
to be
I'm
really careful
the
what you're
jury's
wearing
out.
when you print things.
Yes, and the jury's out on whether or not this affects your account level or not. I'm pretty sure it does.
Okay. Oh, and buddy
Um,
quests. Thank you, Hoth. Buddy quests.
Buddy quests are cubies?
Yeah, buddy quests definitely level
QB?
up your QBs because I remember finishing a
Oh,
buddy quest and getting an instant level up as soon as I did the buddy quest. Oh,
good to
oh,
know.
guess who my buddy quest was with last night? Was it last night?
Who?
Was it last night?
Oh,
Yeah, I think
mine
it
too.
was.
I have a good one too. I have a good one too. You
Well,
go.
mine was someone we hung out with a bunch in California.
Intellect slang?
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
And it was nice and easy. So who's yours with?
It's somebody we also hang out with a bunch, but he virtually hangs out with us.
Uh, well, I mean, this dude Chris is currently hanging out with us. But wait, no,
hangs
he's
out with us a bunch.
a bunch, but only virtually.
Uh-huh.
IDFK.
No.
Kevo.
No.
Hoth. Hayes.
Yes. No.
So Hoth.
Yes. Yes. And Hoth
Awesome.
was the best BQ buddy, so add him to your friends list, everybody.
Yeah. Rubik says neither were me, so they can't be that good. Intellect Slang is a great buddy quest buddy. He really is. He's
A
also a
buddy
really
quester?
you dude. He was fun.
He sure is.
Fun to hang out with.
Yeah. Got
He
some
kept
cool
me
local
company a
hunters
couple
for
of
sure.
times when you guys were doing shots. He was like, I can't do anymore either right now. And he had to
He's,
work the next
like,
morning
actually-
too.
He's so easy to hang out with because me and him are the same where he's like, floof. And I'm like, dog, floof,
Yep.
dog. Dog,
Yep.
dog, puppy, dog. Yeah, so he's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got some pretty amazing local hunters. Gamebra,
Oh,
best.
Channers, thank you. Channer says printing a common is 35 experience, rare is 100 experience, and epic is 250 experience. Buddy quests are 50.
Good to know.
That's very good to know. Okay, I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to go print some shit, and I guess level up. Probably a Christmas one for the Christmas event. Maybe.
Yeah. That's probably going to be my next one. I'm leveling up my ghost storage QB just for funsies right now
Oh yeah.
while stacking up keys because I'm not hitting that many vaults or anything because I'm trying to save keys.
Yeah. Oh, me too. So
The
let's see.
desperate plead for keys.
My epic Christmas. The only epic Christmas I have is gingerbread. So I guess that's the one I'm going to be leveling up. That will get me. I don't even remember. Let's find
Good
his
resource drops.
Jingle
Rubik said,
bells,
yeah,
cinnamon,
stocking up. Unintended.
eggnog. Yeah. Yeah, I think that. I mean, cinnamon sticks, jingle bells, and eggnog.
Mhm.
I currently don't have enough to print another gingerbread. So I guess I will need those resources. Let's hope I don't have
Crashman.
to sacrifice a gingerbread. That would suck.
Yep. Well, we don't have to sacrifice anything for Christmas. It's
That's true.
the time of giving.
I guess I'm just thinking of how I
Please
feel
give
about
to
Christmas.
us, and we don't have to give to you.
Bloody Christmas.
Like,
I mean, someone's got to eat a gingerbread, right? Like, that just makes sense. We, like, feed the gingerbread to Santa. Is that no different from sacrificing things to the witch, really?
Oh my god, that's so dark, Korkio.
That's how I feel about Christmas.
Hi, Crashman. Crash says Hoth for the loth. We miss you, Crashman.
Hi, Crash. Oh, man. I gotta
Please tell
print some
Anna
shit.
Gleam that we say hello.
Yes. Oh, Nellick just invited me to his friends list. Hi, Nellick. Thank you.
Nice.
I did the stupid thing and did not write down all my buddies in Coin Hunt Worlds. I, for some reason, thought I'd be able to go back to that game and look at the list and then go into Cubieverse and add people and, like, go back and forth. And so I didn't, like, Yeah, so I didn't add people. I just let people add me. I didn't add anybody. So, so if you haven't sent me a friend request in Cubieverse, go ahead and send me one, and I'll accept it. Don't take it personally that I didn't send you one. So okay.
It took me forever to even like actually log into Cubieverse because I realized the email that I had associated with this game was full. Did we talk about this
Oh,
on one of these
maybe
on one of our episodes?
I don't think we talked about it on the episode.
I was like, I'm not getting the email. I'm not getting the email login. Like like we sent you an email to log into your account. I'm like, I'm not getting it. It's not in spam. What the fuck is going on? And then I realized that I hadn't received an email on that account since like a week before.
And I was like, delete a bunch of stuff.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but at the same time, I was trying to level up to Hunters Hangout in the Discord. So I had time to kill or things to do with that time to kill. So
yeah,
trying to level up, trying to delete as much as possible is such a waste of time. Oh my God.
Hey, Intellect Slang, we were just talking about you. You'll have to rewind
What's
a little
up?
Bit. Crashman says, hey kids, watch out for Korkio's oven. Currently, Korkio doesn't have an oven. She still doesn't have a kitchen. But yes, we put kiddos in there. Anyway, we don't actually put kids in the oven.
It was a joke.
It was a kids in the oven joke with barbecue sauce. Like, you know.
Oh my God.
I don't even eat meat. I wouldn't eat kids. Because kids aren't fish.
I don't know if I believe you.
I only eat fish, and kids aren't fish. They don't have gills. Anyway.
Kids would probably be disgusting anyway, so.
Yeah, they're all snotty. Yeah. DZ says, do we know XP needed per level of QB? I think it exponentially increases, but I think there's something out there somewhere. I just don't know it off the top of my head, but someone does.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know.
Crashman says, those darn kids broke the oven. That's why Korkio doesn't have an oven now. I don't have an oven because we got a new house and we never had an oven here. Actually, I sold the oven that was here. It worked fine as far as I know, but we just haven't installed a new oven. Yeah, and interesting enough news, so like my mom moved into my house and then we got another house and have been building like the kitchen and renovating this house. Now my mom springs it on me that, hey, I'm moving to Arizona. You have to find renters for your house. So that was fun. But hopefully I have a good friend whose family just realized they might need a place to live, so they might rent my house, and that would be cool.
Yay.
Anyway. Weird house
that's
saga.
A crisis aversion.
Hopefully. Yeah. Rubik says, probably eat baby carrots, though, you monster. But baby carrots are just big carrots chopped up anyway. They're not actually baby carrots.
They are baby carrots.
No, baby carrots would be way skinny, too.
They're so little.
Like, baby carrots are big carrots that they've cut into smaller pieces. Yeah. Anyway.
So it's just adult carrots, you monster.
Kevo says BRB moving into Korkio's vacant house. Hey, I'm pretty sure it's cheaper than living in Canada. If you want to come rent it, that's cool. I'd be down.
What are squatting laws in Oklahoma?
Yeah. Squatters don't, like, definitely homeowners have more rights than squatters. Like, it's more of a landlord-friendly state than it is a tenant-friendly state, for sure. Illustrations for rent. No, sorry, I got bills to pay. You can sell your illustrations to make rent money and then give the rent money to me. That's fine. But you can't pay me in them. That won't work. I got no one to sell them to. So, but yeah. If anyone wants to come move to Oklahoma, I've got a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 3,000 square foot house for rent. And
Show us the Zillow listing, baby. Let's go.
Well, I don't have a Zillow listing yet. I haven't listed it because I'm hoping this thing goes through with my friend. And if I put it on Zillow, then I know the HOA is going to like start questioning me. And it's all above board, but I know I'll still have to answer things. So, but yeah, if anyone wants to come live in my house, I was gonna list it for like 2,000, but if my friend comes and lives in it, she's getting a few $100 off. So if you're a friend and you want to come live in it, you can also probably have it for a few $100 off. It's a really nice house, fully renovated, gorgeous kitchen, all new flooring, beautiful backyard, dog door. No, the old house does not need a new oven. The old house has a brand new Samsung smart oven. It's a double oven, but not even like the double wall oven. It's a normal oven, but it has a divider in it. So you can have it as two separate ovens that you can program different temperatures, or you can take the divider out if you need to cook something big in it and just use it as one main oven. It's a pretty awesome oven. Yeah. So Mama apparently had to, I bet she needed a bathroom break. But do we get necro end time with the house? What necro end time? I'm not listing it. I mean, if you want to rent my house on a 1-year lease for $2,000 a month, I will also sell you my necro and I will give you the end time. I guess. But it's a very nice house on a nice quiet cul-de-sac. Yeah. You're muted. I can't hear you. Oh, now you're gone. Now you're back.
Sorry. Delivery people ringing doorbells. God damn it.
Oh. Korkio house in the auction house. Yeah. I mean, if I could list my house in the auction house, I don't want Cubie coins for it, though.
No, we don't need Cubie coins.
No.
Well, maybe you do now after the sacrifice, but
yeah. But
probably not
I
that
can't
many.
pay my bills with Cubie coins yet, so. I did, however, check my upholds because I don't know if you've been paying attention at all, but like crypto's been going up a bit.
Oh yeah.
And currently, where's my numbers here? Okay, so my initial value that I recorded on my taxes as my earnings from the game was, which number is it? Hold on. $2,820 is how much no, that's not correct. The original amount I earned from the game was $3,160. Is how much I earned through the game. It's currently worth $2,820. So I'm almost back up to even. And I'm almost thinking that when it gets even, I might cash it out. But my boyfriend's like, oh, you should leave it in. It's going to go through the roof. And I'm like, they said that before. So, I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, at the very least, take it out of Uphold, I think.
Well, I don't have anywhere else to put it. So if I take it out of Uphold, I would put it into cash. Because I got rid of all my other crypto-y things. I don't mess with that shit anymore.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
You're the accountant.
Different than a finance person. I'm not a finance person. I'm an accountant. Different. So, anyway.
Pizza delivery from Marvin's house.
Chandler says, Korkio, maybe I'll come visit you in Oklahoma on my way back from visiting Harris in May. Oh, I didn't know you were going to visit Harris in May. That's really cool. You're welcome to. We have multiple spare bedrooms as long as you're here when the boys aren't with us. And even then, we have an extremely comfortable couch that I've slept on many times. But if you happen to come by before the house is rented out, you could even have an entire house to yourself if you wanted. But yeah.
That'd be fun.
Intellect slang. Yes, I reported Coin Hunt World's earnings on taxes because since we also do merch and we do streaming, which so far I think the streaming has earned us like what, $10. Because we also have to report that stuff. I actually take all of my Coin Hunt related expenses against it on my taxes. So my travel to Santa Monica was a tax deduction, and any driving I do for the game is a tax deduction. Any merch I buy for myself is a tax deduction because it's advertising. This is not financial advice, but yes, so I operate that business at a loss every year, which is a nice tax break for me, which is why I report the earnings, because you can't take the expenses if you don't take the income. Anyway, so.
And that's your tax lesson for today.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to Korkio's Tax TED Talk.
Yeah. Coin Hunt World Tax TED Talk. Cubieverse Tax TED Talk. Yeah. Yep. Get a hardware crypto wallet. Yeah, no, I'm not dealing with that stuff. I mean, maybe I could give it to my boyfriend and he can put it with all his crypto stuff, but then how do I
From
track
what you've told me,
mine
that's not a good idea.
Right? I just want the
that.
cash. I just want the cash. I mean, I worked hard for that cash. I don't need it to be crypto anymore. I don't want to have to worry about tracking it and paying attention to what that market's doing. So I might just take it as cash. I don't know. Maybe I'll regret it.
Gift cards? Maybe.
Gift cards. Yeah.
Yes.
I won't be taking $3,000 out as gift cards. That's for sure.
I was really hoping to save up all year to spend all of my money at Target for Christmas presents, but
Nellick says, I think one of the first Coin Hunt World podcasts I listened to was Korkio talking about taxes. Yes, the Wikipod with I Speak Nerd. That was what made me want to start Ladies of the Hunt, because I had so much fun with that. I was like, I want to do this all the time. Yeah. So if you have tax questions about crypto stuff and maybe game stuff, go back and listen. See if you can find the Wikipod. There is an entire episode answering all of your tax questions. Yeah. Anyway. What else do we talk about?
I guess, let's see. So we finished Halloween event. Auction house was Buku Bananas. Would have been nice to have the auction house as an option before the time gate thing. I feel like that was a little missed.
Oh, you mean the sacrifice thing?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like if we had time for folks to like put stuff up on the auction house, even if it was just like one reset.
Yeah.
That could have been nice. But yeah, we hunted as much as we could. I think by the time Monday came around, we were both freaking exhausted, and
we spent multiple days just sitting on the couch doing nothing afterwards. Even I think the last day of the event, we spent sitting on the couch doing nothing.
Monday. Yeah, that was Monday. Monday we did nothing. And then we thought about doing something and we were like, nah.
I don't think we even walked the dogs that day. I think the dogs missed out on a walk that day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We were fucking tired.
I was exhausted.
Yeah.
I was exhausted. We watched some older movies. Okay, help me remember what movies we watched, because I was telling my boyfriend and I feel like I forgot one. We saw League of Their Own.
Mm-hmm.
We saw a tiny bit of Sleepless in Seattle, but only like the very end of it.
Right.
And then what else was there?
Oh my God.
I can't either.
Why does my memory suck so bad? It was literally just stuff that was on the...
Wait.
Oh my God. It was Halloween.
There was something with Robin Williams.
Oh, we watched Hook.
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 That's what it was.
Yes, yes,
Hook.
yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we watched the Joe Coy stand up, which was fucking
Oh,
hilarious. Oh my god.
yes.
And then,
Um,
oh my god, Korkio, I forgot to tell you. Yesterday, my coworker did the same exact thing. Like, it was literally deja vu of her telling her story of how she sleeps and she snores, and then she was like, "Bro, I like lose my breath," and I was like, I like lost it, and she was like, "What the fuck?"
oh man.
If you haven't watched Joe Coy's recent stand-up, please go watch it. It's so hilarious.
So, guess what I was doing right before starting this stream tonight?
Watching the rest of it.
No, I watched my boyfriend set up his brand new CPAP machine.
Stop it. Yes, Carrie. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank God for sleep for everybody. You're rejoicing for sleep for everybody.
So, okay, so it's mildly hilarious. So I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years, and since the beginning, I've been like, babe, you definitely have to go do a sleep study because you definitely stop breathing while you sleep. And before I was with him, a couple years before that, I did a sleep study because I wasn't able to like wake up in the morning. I was exhausted all the time. I was like, what the fuck? I was also probably about 50 pounds heavier than I am now, so that definitely contributed to it. And the sleep study showed that I had sleep apnea, so they prescribed me with the CPAP machine. I used it for a month, and I hated it so much that I trained myself how to sleep on my back with my mouth closed, and I trained my body to not have sleep apnea. But I also lost a bunch of weight, and that helped too. But so now I sleep 7 hours. I can't sleep any longer than 7 hours usually. And I wake up and I feel refreshed, and it's great. And I don't use a CPAP machine anymore because I didn't need to, because I like trained myself to not need it anymore. And I told my boyfriend this. I was like, babe, like, just do the sleep study, get the CPAP, and I'll help you train yourself how to not need it. Because he was like terrified of ever having to wear it. And I'm like, just wear it for a month, and like you'll hate it so much you'll make your body do what you want your body to do. So it took him 4 years to finally go do a sleep study. And the sleep study said he had sleep apnea. And he's not overweight or anything. He's just a little older, and you know, it's
Some people just snore.
A lot of people have sleep apnea and don't even know they have sleep apnea. Yes, Nellick, this is not medical advice. Anyway, but I highly recommend if you...
People are freaking out over all the movies we watched.
Right?
Yeah, so much Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Tom Hanks is great. But yes, if you can sleep all night long and wake up and still feel exhausted, go do a sleep study and see if you need, to fix whatever, because
something.
It's life-changing. It's completely life-changing to be able to wake up in the morning and feel awake and ready to do things and not feel like you need to stay in bed all day because you're freaking exhausted. So I had been bugging my boyfriend about this forever, and the Joe Coy stand-up that we watched, he does, like, kind of towards the beginning, this little snippet of guys and CPAP machines and how they refuse to use them, and it is hilarious. So we watched that at Marvin's Mama's house, and then when I got home, I put it on for my boyfriend, and we watched it during dinner, and he literally was on the floor rolling, crying because he was laughing so hard. He was turning bright red. He could not stop. He lost it because it was so relatable.
It's so good.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah, so, that whole stand-up was pretty amazing. I hadn't watched,
I fell asleep while the rest of it was on at your house, but I watched the rest of it here, and I was like, I was surprised. I was like, man, he really, a lot of comics are kind of taking it to another level now and, making a stand on things, and I was impressed with him. Yeah, I mean, I've always loved Joe Coy. I think he's great, but that was really good. So
yeah, he was great.
Goose says, it always shocks me that the companies that rent the CPAP machines also do the studies, and everyone always seems to have sleep apnea. That's interesting. I don't know if that's a difference about where you're at, but here doctors do sleep studies and then prescribe you a CPAP machine, and then you have to go buy a CPAP machine from a medical supply store. So it's not that situation. My dog snores and stops breathing for a bit. Do they have I wish, because my dog does the same thing.
Yeah,
I swear Marvin does too.
And then he does that like really guttural like.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's yeah.
Kevo says, do you think I could train my body to fly? No, because flying isn't natural, but breathing is. Oh, man.
What? I don't know what the best dreams are when I can fly. Agree, Hawk. Yes.
Kevo says, I remember when Gohan was teaching Videl. I don't know what he's meaning to say, but I can tell you because I was doing Japanese Duolingo with my boyfriend earlier. Gohan means rice in Japanese. So.
Okay.
I don't know what he's saying.
Teaching Videl. Aperture cat.
Hey, App Cat.
Buddy. What's going on? What's going on over there in Georgia?
Georgia.
Everybody can fly once.
Once. Says Crash Man. And then everyone crashes once after they try to fly once. Actually, I flew multiple times in the past week and a half. Just not by myself. There were a couple hundred people with me each time.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was in a big metal bird.
I thought you were talking about a different kind of high.
Oh. Well, honestly, man, that stuff doesn't make me fly. It makes me turn into a rock. Like, literally. Like, one hit of that shit, and I just pass the fuck out. Like, seriously, just out like a light.
Great.
I mean, it did what I needed it to do in the moment, so that was fine. But don't ever expect me to like be up and talking to you afterwards. That's not gonna happen.
No, I always just crack up that folks that come to visit assume that it will make them talk and be da da da, and I'm like, okay.
Mine does.
Every time it's in the couch.
Well, yeah, if you're getting it into
doesn't
couch,
matter what it is.
Yeah. You got
No.
I mean, if you want a different response than into couch, don't get into couch.
Oh, that was a hybrid, Mama. It was...
Oh shit.
Yeah. I think it's just that Cali goodness.
Yeah, I can't. That's good stuff for if you need to sleep for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my gummies will make me talk for about an hour and then they'll put me out. Kevo says Gohan does mean rice, but he's the punk kid who stopped training after the Cell games. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know. Maybe this is some sort of show.
It's a thing. I don't know. But yes, Gohan means rice. Misu means water. Sushi means sushi. I think it's funny that they actually teach you that as one of your first lessons in Duolingo.
Relative. Everything's relative.
Yeah. Anyway.
What do you say? Yeah, and then let's see. What else? I figured it was anime.
Anime. Okay. I don't know anything about anime.
Neither. My brother does, though.
But it's interesting that they have a character named after rice.
Nelik's like, nerds.
Nerds.
Oh, is that why Channer said Dragon Ball is this Dragon Ball Z? And okay, so that's like not even, maybe we shouldn't, this could be in our trivia question. Maybe we should pay attention. I
won't remember, so I'm not going to bother.
Yeah, and look at Kevo said, wait till you get a TV trivia question.
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
No. Hot did I go to any dispensaries there? No. Uh, okay, so this I found crazy. I didn't see any dispensaries there. You said there's one in Santa Monica.
Not even in Santa Monica. It's like on the outskirts of town.
Yeah,
There's not a
I
single
didn't
one. I think we've
see.
got one. We were talking about the fact that we have one single tattoo shop in Santa Monica, and it's on the promenade. And we have no dispensaries yet. Allegedly there's one coming. The most we have right now is like a CBD something, blah blah blah. But no, everything is outside in Venice where I work.
Yeah. I in Oklahoma we have one on every corner, literally every corner, and I can't go to them because I don't have a medical card. What? I have a medical card. I don't have okay. We always talk about things we do that are illegal. Fuck it. I don't have a medical card. My boyfriend does, so he goes and gets the shit.
Okay, got it.
Yes. And you can only go in them if you have a medical
Oklahoma
card
is
in
basically
Oklahoma.
California. I don't think anybody's gonna come get you.
Yeah. They don't care here. I mean, it's like $100. Get your medical card. There's like a doctor that you can have a video chat with that will you just tell them you have headaches, they'll prescribe you a thing. The only reason why I don't have a medical card is like, why do we both need to pay for the card when only one of us really needs to go in and get it? Granted, I wish it was
Makes
me
sense.
because I feel like this is all new to him. He never touched the stuff before it was legal. The first time he
So
ever
he doesn't
touched the
know
stuff was with me. So he
what to
doesn't
do
know
when-
what he's looking at and what the things are. And I grew up with this shit, so like I know what it is, and so I should have the card. But he has the card because he's the one with the extra money to afford the card. So anyway, yeah. So I've never been in one of the places, but all their menus are online. So like I'll like pull it up and I'll be like, oh,
Guide.
get this thing and get this thing and get this thing and get this thing, and he goes in, gets a thing, brings it home, just like that.
Nice.
Yeah, Kevo, I don't think the cops will knock on my door because the cops don't know where my door is. Also, I don't think
The countdown will never finish. Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think they care. So, I think we had a vote on whether to fully legalize, and it didn't pass, which I was really surprised about. But
Yeah,
I think
that
that's
seems
just
strange.
because it was the only thing on the ballot, and not a lot of people went out to it. So the only people that went to answer that question on the ballot were people that didn't want it. The rest of us were stoned at home. So.
Goose says we used to have a Dr. Ferrari that wrote the scripts here before it was illegal, and he needed a med card. I bet that he made a Ferrari off of it.
Yeah,
Probably.
that wouldn't surprise me.
Probably. Good for him, honestly. Doing the Lord's work.
So,
Um.
anyway,
Yeah. So lots of fun was had.
yes.
I'm trying to think of what else happened. Oh, our last meetup on Sunday.
Yeah, we streamed.
We had-
Oh my god, that was a crazy night.
Yeah,
So
we had
many
like
epic
so much
things
shit
happened.
happened.
Yeah. If you
We
guys
needed to make
haven't
a
watched,
list.
if you guys haven't watched our live streams for whatever reason, and maybe normally
'Cause
live
they were
streams
hunting.
aren't your thing, because I know me, I'm not much for watching people hunt live for some reason. It's too disorganized for me, and I find it hard to like pay attention. I'm telling you,
Wow.
go back and watch
I am
last
personally
Sunday's.
offended.
Like I'll watch talking. I'll watch talking like this, and I'll watch you because it's you. But like usually, I don't watch people out hunting. Like, you know. Go back and watch last Sunday because we even as soon as we got home that night, we watched it because it was so epic. Like so many awesome things happened. It was great. It was great. So you have a list of all the awesome things that happened?
Yeah, but it was on my phone, and my phone is in occupado. So, wait, so we had new hunters with us. We had
Yes.
Bullet Stopper and his lovely wife, whom I can't remember her in-game name.
Yeah, we called her by her regular name, but we don't want to do that here.
Yes, but she was great. They were wonderful.
They were awesome. They hunt out of Whittier, California, and had
Yep.
been playing the game for 2 years by themselves. They had never met up with anyone, nothing.
Yep.
Like they didn't know anything about the community really.
And then by the end of it, they're like, "Oh, we're super excited for Christmas. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna do this again."
Yeah, they were great. They were great.
Yeah, they were awesome. And then who else we had? Was Intelexing with us again on Sunday? Yeah,
I think so.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And Dakota joined us.
Dakota Phantom. Obviously me, you, and Marvin's house.
Yeah.
Mom Loves You
joined us
in solidarity. Yeah. Yep. Even though she had already finished out the quest.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Gamebra,
yes. Who won? He won again the Halloween costume contest, which we knew he would because his multiple costumes were epic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was one costume. So it was one thing on one side, and then you flipped it around. It was Freddy on one side, and then Jason on the other side.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
So it was one costume. But he takes so much time. Like, pretty much after last year, that costume contest ended, he started working on next year's because he loves it.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, he definitely deserved that win.
Oh.
Good for him.
Intellects Slang wasn't with us that night. Wasn't he going to join us? And then didn't. And then
the Pokemon thing.
Yeah, and Tan and Chris, the Sue Chris, were going to join us, but then
they ended up driving it out.
Yeah, they grabbed some cauldrons and yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Sorry, Intellects Slang. It all blurs together. We promise you we're memorable. It all is a blur.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that was a fun night because our new hunters, we all ended up stopping at the Yellow Vault, right? We went, we spawned a cauldron on the pier, so we went to grab that cauldron.
Yeah.
Got into a little bit of a game discussion with Mom Loves You, me and you. And then, because, times were tense in the Discord that day.
Yeah.
And then when we all hit the Yellow Vault, new player, Bullet Stopper's wife, got the RNG blueprint to drop, which was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And I called it on stream. I was literally like, watch the blueprint drop for her. And then 2 seconds later, it freaking dropped.
Yeah. And the same thing happened earlier where Marvin's house hit the epic cauldron and he's like, watch, I'll get the wolf blueprint. And then he got the wolf blueprint. And then he
Marvin magic.
He ran around in circles, cheering. It was great.
Yes.
It was great.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So before that, the Marvin's house had that blueprint drop. You had done your sacrifice. Before the werewolf BP dropped for him, right?
No, it was just after.
Literally. Oh yeah, just after. Okay. Yeah, that was crazy. What else? We had.
There were lots of other things. I feel like. I don't remember what they were.
Auction house things happening. There's new players.
They're not new players. They've been playing for 2 years, but they were new to doing community things. They had never gone out and hunted with people, and they joined us, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Streamer luck. Yeah, I want to say it's the luck of the Marvins. Because it was
it's
announcing.
Marvin luck.
Yeah, it was them announcing that they were going to blueprints were going to happen, and then the blueprints happened. Yeah, it was kind of
honestly.
crazy.
Is Channers still in here? Channers is still in here.
Yeah.
Channers and I talk about the Marvin magic all the time because when she's here, her green key drops used to go up exponentially. There would be a lot of for a while there we were sending green key screenshots back and forth to each other on a daily basis. So I really think Marvin is all the magic that we need.
Yeah.
Harris is in here.
Hey Harris, I wish I could have gotten some of
What's
that streamer
up?
luck too because I was just hoping to get that blueprint and I didn't. I said that Marvin's house stole my luck for that because
Yeah.
that was my last chance to get the blueprint and he hit it right before I did and he got it. And he didn't even need it because
Oh,
he was about to put the red key in to just get it.
I
And
know,
yeah,
insane.
so.
It's OMG,
Hawk
baby.
asks, what did you get in your big tickler?
Mm. What do we get?
You got lots of good stuff.
Yeah. Let's talk about what I got. I'm like, okay. A fire heart, which was epic.
Yes.
I got a fire heart. That was the tickler. Fire heart, I think cinnamon sticks, toads, and like two other things that were
Didn't Marvin's
who
house
cares?
get like
3 drops of 250 pilot hats.
Yeah. So he got like
Yes.
750 pilot hats, which turned out to be a glitch, and so they took it back, and then he ended up with
Thank God.
3 pilot hats.
I wish they would have just like re-rolled the dice there though, because it's like,
yeah. Who the hell wants 3 pilot hats? He already had like
No
a
one.
ton of them. He had like 20
Yeah, no.
something pilot hats already, right?
Yeah. He was such a good sport about this event.
Goose says, Amphi says I'm his good luck charm. Last 2 Halloweens, I've picked him up and helped him get to his epic cauldrons, and both times he dropped the blueprint. That's pretty lucky. Yeah. I tried to be Danibus's good luck charm last Christmas. I met him at my epic tree at 6 a.m. to cheer him on to hope that he would drop the blueprint, and he didn't. But then again, I didn't either, so... Oh, Ocarina Playa says, randomly got suggested the stream out of nowhere. Okay, chat, what am I watching? Hi,
What's
you were
that?
watching 2 ladies talk about this mobile game that we play with our friends who were in the chat. And we...
for a roll. One of us.
yeah, one of us. So we started the stream as a way to show that ladies play video games too, and we can be nerdy. And with a name like Ocarina Playa, I wonder if you're also a lady that maybe plays video games. I don't know. If you are, you should join us because we are ladies that play video games.
Yeah.
Well, mobile games anyway. I also play some video games. I can be nerdy. I'm mostly nerdy about Star
And-
Trek, though.
The game that we play involves trivia and collecting little avatars, which we call cubies, and they're very fucking adorable and very addicting. And what else?
And it involves a lot of community participation, and there's building structures in, like... So it's a...
Not a lady, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. You can still be one of us. You can just be a hunter. You don't have to be a lady of the hunt. But yeah, no, not D&D. But I do like D&D. I was a huge Critical Role fan for a little while. But what was I going to say? Oh, it's a augmented geolocation game. So, like, we build out the actual world, but, like, in virtual. So, like, you walk around kind of like Pokemon Go. You see, like, a map. Like, as you walk places, you can see those places on the game. And so we build different structures, and we hit vaults that we answer trivia questions, which give us resources and QB coins. And we used to be able to get money out of the game, and we'll be able to get money out of the game again in the future. But we have to build it up to that, and yeah.
I love this. So they said, mobile. Sounded like D&D for a sec, also not a lady, sorry. Harris says, gonna go out on a limb and say they're a Legend of Zelda fan, and Aperture Cut says, isn't everyone a Legend of Zelda fan? Both agrees.
I guess. I haven't actually played Zelda, so
Me neither, but I like Zelda. I haven't played
Yeah.
Zelda in a long time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have much. I have too much. Cubieverse takes up too much of my time. I don't have time for other things. Like I'll still make time
mhm.
for Minecraft and Magic the Gathering and board games because I'm that kind of nerd.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah,
Ocarina Playa, what kind of
jealousy.
games, what kind of games do you play? Because you were probably suggested our channel for a reason. I imagine there's some similar similar characteristics here.
Korkio just made me unsubscribe. Why? What did I do?
What? Blasphemy.
What did I do? I mean, I just I okay. I've never played games that require a console. So most of the games that you guys have played growing up, I've never owned a console. Like I'll play PC games, and I've had really powerful PCs to play PC games. I actually just dragged one all the way to California and back, um, because yeah. Anyway, um, but I've never owned a console. And I'm really bad at controllers. My hand, like, I have no hand eye coordination. So don't ever expect me to play video games that require controllers. Like, that won't be a thing. And I'm also very not good at, like, stuff that is real time because I'm not fast at things. But I'm real good at stuff like Civ, that's turn based, and like Minecraft, that's like world building stuff, and yeah. Anyway, Guitar Hero. Ooh, my boyfriend is a huge Guitar Hero fan. Like he and his friends back in the day did like I wasn't around for it, but he tells me stories about how epic it was. So,
Guitar Hero was the best. It was like, do you remember when Pokemon, the mobile, like Pokemon came out?
like
That was
Pokemon
like,
Go.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was like Guitar Hero for 90s kids and 80s kids. And apparently maybe more kids.
Yeah.
But Guitar Hero was the best.
Yeah, he
Um,
actually would have like they would do like the whole band thing, like rock band thing. And he
oh,
actually he has like a music degree, and so he really got into it, even though it's like you know it's a video game and not actual instruments.
it's like basically T-Pain for rock bands.
Can he play Guitar Hero acoustic though?
Yeah, it's
Actually,
close.
he plays the bass, so. um, but yeah. Anyway, I don't know much about any of those things because, like I said, I never had a console, and I'm pretty sure all those things required
Mhm.
consoles. I did have a boyfriend a long time ago that was really big into DDR, and he had like the mat thing, but he also like went to the arcade and did it on the machine thing, and he was like crazy about it. I never did that stuff either. So anyway, um, this dude Chris says sorry we couldn't make it that Sunday. We had Anime Expo that me and Ton went to. Yeah, we knew you went to that Anime Expo. It's okay. We had
Yeah,
like plenty of people. We knew that you guys were doing that, and I mean,
totally
I'm sad
cool.
I didn't get to say my last goodbyes, but I miss you guys, and you guys are awesome, and hopefully I can come out again and hunt with you guys because that was a lot of fun. Or if for some reason something ever brings you to Oklahoma, you're welcome to come hunt with me. So yeah.
And this dude, Chris and Ton, don't let me forget that I have Pokemon cards from you or from Channers for you uh that I
Oh,
was
and
gonna
that
give you on
you're gonna
Sunday.
give him.
But
Did you give him the pins
yeah,
too?
no, no,
Or
no, no, no.
sorry, I don't know what I'm supposed to say and not supposed to say.
No, I wanted to surprise him with it, but then they were fine.
Well, all right, sorry.
It's okay.
Bye, Aperture Cat. Go play in your litter box.
Yeah. Go knock shit over off the table or something. Bye.
Yeah.
Meow.
So I don't know if we still have Ocarina of Play in here, but yeah. So what we're catching up on right now is I just traveled from Oklahoma to Santa Monica, California for a big Halloween event that the game had. We were catching up on that. And now I'm back home. And we do this every Sunday night. And not every Sunday night. Sometimes we do every other Sunday
Every
night.
other-ish.
Speaking of, I'm thinking we're taking a week off next week. Yeah, I have a odd concert to go to. It's like my boyfriend randomly bought these tickets. I don't know what he was thinking, but it's one of those candlelight, like, violin quartet things. So,
cute.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fun, but it's not like it's our typical thing that we do. He was like,
Yeah.
I just wanted a different night out. And I was like, all right, well, let's go.
Sounds great.
So we're going to go listen to some violinists play random stuff. I think they were doing soundtracks to things and whatever. But yeah, and it's just like, they just have candles, like thousands of candles everywhere lighting the concert. Like that's all the lighting. So that'll be interesting. So.
Are you going to read it?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I don't want to.
You want me to read it? Okay, I haven't pre-read it, so I'll read it. Ocarina Playa says, read up on Gandhi, and it was strange to know that a frail old man would eat odd fruit that made his breath stink and walked without shoes. He was a super callous, fragile mystic hexed by halitosis. That's great. You wanted me to say that out loud, didn't you?
I did. Guilty.
I
Parasite
heard
sounds
something.
romantic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, normally we don't do the typical romantic stuff, but it does kind of sound romantic. Maybe we'll get sushi beforehand. That'll make it extra romantic. Oh. Yeah.
You should tell him that it would make it extra romantic to do that.
Yeah. Yuzo sushi tapas is my, if I want to eat really, really good food, that's where we go. If we want to just melt into our food, that's what we do.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love that metaphor.
Melt into our food, yes. Yeah.
Sorry.
When Sushi Quest?
It's
Yes.
totally fun.
You got a Sushi Quest. When do I get a Sushi Quest?
That is not a question for me, but maybe for the Mr. Weaver.
Yeah. Illusion Weaver, I want a Sushi Quest at Yuzo Sushi Tapas in Automobile Alley in Oklahoma City. Please. I bet you don't know what modern country Gandhi is from. Oh. Is this a trick question? Is this a trivia question?
True Boy!
Hey, True
I'm about
Boy.
to melt from an edible.
Oh, into couch. And really good
food.
food.
I love that for you.
Yeah. That's very exciting. I need to do that later tonight. Maybe we should end the stream early so I can go do that. I haven't eaten dinner.
That sounds fine.
I didn't eat dinner.
I have pizza sitting right next to me, and I feel like it's rude to eat in front of you because you ran out of candy at this point. So
I did run out of candy. Greece. You know, like something said Greece. Gandhi's from Greece. I always Greece. Well, yeah, the other ones are usually Greece, unless they're Turkey. I was gonna guess Nepal. But anyway, no, I had pizza. I had leftover pizza earlier today. So we normally have board game night once a week.
okay, well, now we're talking about pizza.
Go ahead, eat it. So our board game night was last night, but only one person RSVP'd to come to our board game night, so we canceled the board game night and we just called that person. It was like, hey, you want to just come to our house and hang out and play board games with us? And he was like, yeah, that sounds cool. So we just invited him over and we got Hideaway Pizza. And Hideaway is where Joey Bananas has his user vault. He's hoping to do a pizza-y thing.
Nice.
But yeah, so we had Hideaway pizza, and then so I had some left over, so we had that for lunch. And then I ate so much of it that when it was dinner time, I said to my boyfriend, I was like, I know I told you I'd make dinner tonight, but I'm not hungry. I'll still make you dinner if you want dinner, but I don't want dinner. And he was like, that's okay, I'll go to Del Taco. So he went to Del Taco.
Perfect.
Wait.
What's a boxku?
Eat a boxu on stream, 2 birds with 1 stone. I don't know, but apparently Hoth likes Ocarina play. So
I like them too.
Ocarinas are easy to play, intermediate to master.
Oh my god, Marvin knows that I just picked up my piece of pizza. He's already in the room. What the fuck?
This is why I closed the door. I lock the dogs out.
It's insane.
Oh, now I understand the name. An ocarina. Okay.
It's an instrument. An instrument.
An instrument. Let's melt into the food and then the couch. Well, welcome to our stream, new friend. Maybe you'll hang out and maybe you'll join the game. And don't listen to the haters. There's a lot of haters right now. To give you a quick recap, there was a game called Coin Hunt World. That game ended. It's now Cubieverse. A bunch of us have been playing it for multiple years, and now they're trying to make it for the masses. And of course, because they're making it for more people, they had to change it in order to scale it, and a lot of the OG players are upset about the changes, and so there's a lot of butthurt people, but it's still going to be great. We're not upset. We like it. A handful of our viewers also like it. A handful of our viewers are kind of upset. Everyone's got good reasons for their beliefs. And
maybe we should ask where Ocarina Playa lives.
Oh yeah. Where do you hail from, Ocarina Playa? Because that might tell us if you'll like the game or not, because we have some hot spots. So, anyway.
Come strings. They took away the crypto.
Harmonica riff. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, they used to pay us in crypto, and they don't do that anymore. But yeah, so I'd be interested to know where they're from.
So
no,
long
so long as For the Masses isn't buying things for $99.99. Does this person know the game already? Louisiana.
I mean, that feels pretty universal.
I don't. Do we? Who hunts in Louisiana? I don't know if we have any Louisiana hunters.
I'm sure there are some, but I'm not sure.
I mean, okay.
Nobody comes to the top of the brain. I'd have to check Discord. Let's see.
I would say you might not have great hunting grounds, unfortunately. I know Nikki Boo and
Bama
and Fire are not too far away. Also, you don't have to buy anything to play the game, but there are buyable things in the game. I play what I call basic bitch mobile games where microtransactions are insane. Yeah. So
welcome to the Cubieverse.
Yeah, everything used to be free, and they used to pay us lots of money to play this game. That doesn't exist anymore, unfortunately. We got basically paid to be beta testers in a way. But what I do so that I don't have to pay to play this game is I play Misplay, use that to earn Google Play money, and I just pay for all my fancy Cubieverse stuff with free Misplay money. And I haven't had to pay for anything in this game yet. So, yeah. That's why I have a trade check building right now. I'm going to get, hopefully, some magical fabric out of it once I can print this dude and put him in
We
there.
need so much magical fabric. It's so
Yeah.
silly.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we should have known.
Yeah. But yeah, so you can check out the game. You don't have to. I would say, like, if you were in California somewhere, I would definitely play it. If you were in Canada somewhere like Toronto area or Vancouver area, definitely play. Obviously, if you were in Oklahoma with me, I would make you play and I would come hang out with you and help you learn how to play the game. We've got some hot spots around North America, and the UK is hopping in some areas. And the Philippines and Malaysia and El Salvador also play the game, but I don't know of too many hunters from Louisiana. Did you find anything when you looked in the Discord?
No, I'd have to like select it as a role. Apparently, in the Community Alliance channel.
Yeah.
Because I don't even see Louisiana in any of the states that I have selected, which I thought was all of them, but apparently not.
Yeah. So you don't have to have other players around you in order to play the game. You can play the game without other players. It's just, it helps with, like, events and stuff.
Big time.
Yeah, big time. Oh. My boyfriend just followed me on Duolingo. That's nice of him. You know, I'm also learning how to write and read the Japanese characters, not just like speak the language. So this is kind of
nice. Crazy.
Yeah. Crash Man with his caps lock. He goes, "Can you build a vending machine on a bus stop tag?" A vending machine can only go on a
Gee, sorry for the caps lock.
There's a Louisiana channel with 11 members. I was just about to check that myself, actually. If I can remember how to... Shit, I'm not supposed to Discord and stream.
I will make the exception.
Oh. He says, I miss the PokeGo craze. Might try your AR mobile. Hey, if you do want to try out the game... Crashman says, thanks for the emphasis, Korkio. I love to read that word as emphasis, because I love that when people say you put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. Have you heard that?
No.
You're welcome for the emphasis. Like Miami. Oh, the Louisiana server. The Louisiana has its own server, though. That's awesome.
Oh, that's great.
Well, if you do check out the game, just search in Google Play for Cubieverse. It's also in the Apple App Store if you're one of those people. And you have your choices here. You can either put MarvinsMama as your referrer, or you can put Korkio. I'm Korkio. That's MarvinsMama. You make your choice.
Wow. All right, okay.
It's a battle. We'll see who wins. I think the emphasis was an old SNL skit back in the day. Yeah. Yeah, it might have been an old SNL skit. Ooh, I've got a message from DZ from the Berg about the fabric. Yes. Okay, I do want it all.
Fabric. So you know what? Ocarina, play it. If you want to put me in as your referral, she's getting fabric already, so.
You already have enough to print, don't you?
What?
Don't you already have enough to print your necro?
I don't have enough of some things.
Some things.
I will not disclose.
I went to my post office. I had had a transportation tag on it in the back where customers are not allowed. Wait, so it didn't have
Nudge.
more than one? It only had one. You can't nudge tags, can you?
No, but you can nudge vaults. So once you build on the tag, you can nudge it.
But if you can't get it to build on it, because customers aren't allowed there, if you can't get there in the first place. Yeah, it's considered transportation, but when you click on it, it'll say like postal service. And that's when you can build a vending machine on it. You might have to go to a different post office. Like, I'm going to have to because freaking Korkio stole my post office.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I built on the only post office tag in town before they added more post office tags, and I fully leveled up that fucking vault.
And you wish you had done a different one. Yeah. Harris says, so just trespass, duh. Yeah, just trespass on federal property. That's a great idea. I mean, yeah, it's probably would be fine. I don't know how much trouble you could possibly get in for that, but
okay, this is not financial advice.
Not advice. This is not advice. Not advice at all. Yeah.
I'm gonna crash it.
Next stream, we will see Crash dressed up as a postman. Yeah, just get a job as a postman. They got great benefits. Or I actually thought about doing that last year.
Sally and trespass, and then blame it on Sally.
Yeah, honestly, last year I legit thought about getting a job as a seasonal post office worker, like postal worker, not post office, like actual carrier, because I was like, oh, I could go out and hunt while I deliver the mail, and then I really looked into it, and when you get a job as a seasonal postal worker, they make you work like 70 hours a week, 70 hours a week. And I was like, I'm not taking a seasonal job that makes me work 70 hours a week. Maybe 25 hours a week, I'd be down for that, but not 70.
That's what seasonal jobs typically require.
Yeah. So I was hoping there was a part-time option.
Guys, we're no part-time. Spiraling in the chat.
Are we? Oh.
No, not like terribly, but.
Crashman says, I'll be wearing a classic gel jumpsuit with black and white stripes and a ball and chain. Yeah.
That would have been a great Halloween costume for anybody who.
That's a great Cubie idea.
Do anything.
They should make a jail Cubie, jailbreak Cubie. Yeah. Yeah, no, like I know that government overtime. I know. I mean, it's good hourly pay plus the overtime rate would be awesome. Plus you get benefits, and like if you do well during seasonal, you could get, kept on as a regular employee. And God, federal employees make good money and have great benefits. And I would have health care again. But then I would have to have a job. And I like working for myself and choosing how few hours I want to work. So I could do it if I really needed to, but I'd rather just do people's taxes half of the year and do nothing the other half of the year. So we'll stick with that.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I need to get over there.
Anyway. So is there anything else
we need to... Did you
still
want to... Yeah, I was going to say, did you still want to end the stream early tonight so you could eat those edibles and sing into the couch earlier?
Maybe. Is there anything else we need to go over? I mean, we pretty much covered the whole event, right?
Yeah. Building is hard. We'll talk about it later, I guess, because it's hard and we still don't understand what's happening. So we're just trying to scrape together resources to build the things. Yeah, I wish we could offer more information, but I don't have any.
I wish they would put more tags from OSM into the game because I added a whole bunch,
Yeah.
and that didn't change anything. I'm really kind of bummed about that.
Apparently, there's supposed to be another one happening soon.
But, like, are they only taking certain kinds of tags? Because, like, I added the UPS store as a
I don't think it's
a
that.
thing, and they didn't add that. I added all of the, like, shops
You're
and
definitely
stuff
not the only
along my
person.
street. I even added the parks in my neighborhood, and those didn't get added. So, I don't know. I'm kind of bummed about OSM. I spent a lot of time in there.
Yeah.
A lot of time in OSM, and nothing changed.
Yeah. You know what you should do?
What?
Not spend a lot of time in there. And just
I'm not
let that
gonna.
shit ride.
I'm not gonna anymore. I'm not gonna.
I feel like that. How long has that thing even been around? Like places that are already developed, like where we are in the cities. It didn't make any sense for me to like try to go in there and do more.
Wait,
I
how
tried,
long
and
has
then somebody
OSM
came
been
back.
around? You mean? It must be a long time because apparently someone thought there was a grocery store where there isn't one anymore. So that must have been like multiple decades ago. Oh,
so maybe there's nobody updating it.
Keva wants to know when's the streamer code reveal. We are waiting to hear that as well. Hopefully, like when there's enough vending machines where we can actually like give people codes to redeem for things. That would be awesome. So,
What the heck?
Ocarina Play It, like, if you do start playing this game, you definitely want to watch us because the developers of the game will be giving us codes at some point that we can give to you that you can type into a vending machine and you can get special rewards. And we don't know what those rewards are. But I'm really excited for that. That's like one of the things I'm super hyped about. Yeah. I kind of wonder if we also can get special things that way.
Well, I mean, I assume we get the loot code. Okay. Oh yeah, how fucked up would it be if we like gave out these codes and we couldn't even get?
We couldn't get the shit ourselves.
Well, I mean, would it be fucked up? No, but it would be nice to have like a little reward for, doing the things.
Yeah.
But when have we ever gotten that? So it's all right. It's all right. It'd be great though to give out some resources because the people are crying for chromatic paint and white paint.
Maybe we can give out keys though. Maybe it's not resources. Maybe it's keys.
Keys would be so much better because we all need keys too because we're fucking broke.
Please give us keys.
Please give us keys. Marvin wants keys too. He's waiting right here for keys.
Okay, wait. So, Kevo says, I saw Raichu got Cubie coins back from his vending machine.
What?
I don't know what that means. What's to keep all the streamers from keeping the codes for themselves? I mean, you know that the devs watch our shows and they'll know if we give it away or not. So, I guess they'll give us codes. And if the first time we keep them and don't share them with you, then they won't give us codes again. I'm sure that's what will happen.
Plus, that wouldn't be very fun.
Oh, the Korkio and MarvinsMama cubies? That would be cool. Maybe we get a kickback for each code used.
Dream big, bruh.
That's good thinking, Hoth. I like that.
I like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
And Harris said you'll just have to get rewards from all the other streamers. Oh, wait. Yeah, we're the only ones left, apparently. So y'all will just have to watch us. We're going to be the go-to peeps for all the things. It's a good thing we want to stick around.
We're not the only ones left, but...
well, Rainstorm.
We will be... Yeah. People are definitely still streaming. And there's also people outside of all of us that have been streaming. So I think I might try to boost those folks like Nop, for example, and KSG if he comes back from, I feel like he does like a stream a month or maybe every 6 months, but he streams.
Nop streams? I didn't know Nop streams.
Yeah, he's in Seattle. He streams on Twitch.
Send me a link. I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. Paris, while we miss you guys, I just like the salt doesn't need to be like everywhere. We've got so many Discord servers. I totally get it, but like really, it's like um pick it up, put it down. I don't know. Like, but we're still having fun. So I will still tell people to play the game if we're still having fun because we had a good event and
Yeah.
we live in a city, so I'm sorry. The game is still fun for us.
Yeah. So, wait. Someone, the chat is going.
Crash
Am
is
I-
like everybody's gonna start streaming when codes
Am I
are released.
invisible, Jane?
Yeah, everybody starts playing when it's something that benefits them.
So the chat was scrolling, and so I didn't catch who said this, but someone said we're not streaming again until after Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't know if there's going to be a Thanksgiving QB or anything like this year. Maybe they'll do it like they've done in the past, where if you just go hunt the couple of days around Thanksgiving, you have a really easy chance of getting the achievement QB out of the vaults. Like, that's how they did it last year, right? Usually, like, within the first 5 vaults, you can probably get it. So, so maybe they'll do that again. Unfortunately, we won't be around to tell you if that's the case, so you'll have to actually pay attention to the other medias, like the Twitter, which is now named something else, and the Discord. They will tell you those things there. Hopefully you guys don't count on us for all your news because we often don't know the news. So make sure you have other ways to get your
info
news.
stream.
Yeah. So
I guess we'll try. Also, Harris, I'm not trying to push you to the corner. It's just again, so many places.
Yeah.
So many places. We feel for everybody, but we're trying to lift people up in this game, not like take people down, because I feel like we've been doing that for long enough, and there's areas to find that, but it's yeah. Sorry. Again, this is why it like it felt bad to enjoy the Halloween event, because it's like, oh my god, people feel bad about liking the game right now.
Kevo says, everyone freak out.
Ah.
Anyway. Okay, so I guess
KSG's not banned. I just saw him in the Discord yesterday. How is KSG? Is KSG banned? I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't do the Discord thing that much anymore. So for us, it's Thanksgiving. For Canadians, it's Boxing Day. Is that accurate? Canadians, help me out. Isn't
Kevo,
like
Kevo with the assist.
Isn't that like around Boxing Day for you guys? My phone doesn't tell me. I'm really disappointed.
I feel like you're right.
I'm just not sure. I'm right too. Oh, Nelix says KSG stuck in beginner chat. Makes sense.
That tracks.
Remembrance Day? Oh.
Okay.
Wait, when's Boxing Day? When's... Alexa, what Canadian holidays are in November?
The national holiday in Canada in November is Remembrance Day on the 11th.
There it is.
Remembrance Day, but that was on the 11th. Kind of like our Veterans Day. So that's different. Right, most people have Monday off because of November 11th for Remembrance Day. Got it. So then when the hell is Boxing Day? The day after Christmas? Alexa, when is Boxing Day?
In Oklahoma, Boxing Day will be on Tuesday, December 26, 2023.
Did you hear her? She said in Oklahoma, Boxing Day will be on December 26th.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was in Canada.
This might answer your question.
Alexa, shut up.
Well, at least Alexa's trying to make sure you know what your local area is doing for Boxing Day.
Nellick says that I made his echo answer. Oh, Letterkenny Day. There's a Letterkenny Day. I love Letterkenny. Apparently we're making everyone's echoes go crazy. You should watch the stream with headphones. That might help. Apparently everyone's have turned on. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I didn't know y'all had echoes nearby that would be listening in. Also, a lot of my friends have changed their turn on word to something else. Like, I have a friend whose wake up word is computer. So it'll say, computer, what is this? Instead of the A word. And
the A word?
Yeah. I can't say it now because then it'll turn on.
I know. Yeah.
And so my boyfriend tried that, and then he realized that he's an IT guy, and he says that word all day long, and it did not work because the thing kept trying to answer his questions when he was talking to his clients on the phone and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway.
No, you'd have to come up with like a really clever nickname, I think.
Yeah. The A word. Sometimes, Crashman, we actually call her Excella when we're talking about her, so she won't hear us. We just call her Excella, and then she doesn't recognize we're talking about her. Often, I just call her that bitch over there because we talk to her like she's a bitch because she does stupid things sometimes, and she's gotten stupid. I don't know if you've noticed this, but she's gotten way stupider over the past few years. She's really gone downhill lately. So we tend to call her that bitch over there. Anyway, Goo says, yes, tell us your turn on words. Anyway.
She's nosy. Yeah, exactly. She's nosy as fuck. She is so nosy.
Yeah. We used to have a sound bar that was Excella enabled, but it was like an old one, so it had like really outdated software. And so when we try to talk to our newer Echo, the old one would think we were talking to it, even though we were in a different room, and it would get stuck on stuff. It would drove us crazy. I hated that.
Oh, I just took mine out of the wall. After that, it was like, yeah, mine did the same thing. It was like, okay, it's enough. Get out.
Yeah, and
it was like having a Furby.
Yeah.
No.
Which apparently Furby still exists. I learned that at your house because we actually watch commercials because you actually have cable. And there are still Furbies, guys. They're still making Furbies. And now they dance and their ears light up.
Cable hater over here.
I haven't watched commercials in forever. And it's weird the things you see. Anyway, so yeah, apparently with that soundbar, you can actually turn Excella off. And he didn't ever know that. Like, he found that out way after it annoyed the crap out of us. Like, he literally just now found that out when he bought a new one. And you can turn that off and just use it as a soundbar and not the Excella part of it. And anyway.
You know what I just realized?
What?
In our chat, because we're making everybody's A words go crazy. Wait. Okay. Is that we could literally say, A word, subscribe to Ladies of the Hunt on YouTube.
Dirty. That's so dirty.
Oh, it's so bad, but it's so good.
Oh man. And
I
Spotify.
almost did it just now, but I feel like you said it a lot, so I'm gonna hold back.
And Spotify.
But maybe I'll catch you all off guard the next stream.
But and Spotify. Don't forget Spotify.
And Spotify. Okay.
Yeah. I see you.
Nelik, why are you guys such cable haters? Nelik said I'm more shocked about cable still existing than Furbies. How dare you all?
I'm really surprised it survived this long. Really.
Honestly,
and it only
how
survives
are you
because
supposed to
of
watch
people like
Stephen
you.
A on Sports Center every morning?
You can get that shit on Hulu, can't you?
I'm already paying for cable. Why am I gonna? No,
stop paying
I'm not
for cable.
Pay
it's cheaper on Hulu.
Yeah, but then I have to buy 8 different streaming services to get everything that I want, and it's fucking ridiculous. It ends up costing more than cable.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't watch those things.
I hate it here. Like, why do we have so many options? Can we just go back to the way things were?
Hoth says, "What's cable?" Yeah, I know. I haven't. Yeah, I don't. I mean.
Okay, well, it's time for me to go watch my cable TV and put my dentures in and fall asleep.
You're younger than me.
I am aware.
Though I guess our boyfriends are the same age, so I guess it's fair. We'll just blame it on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, there's creepy caterpillar custom Furbies? What?
Yeah, and you guys think cable is bad. Look what they're doing to Furbies.
It's crazy to me. No, Furbies should not still be a thing.
Thank you, Trugoy. I've got one person in the chat that has my back. Said I'm with you on cable.
Crashman says, don't forget to change out your hearing aid batteries.
I think I have it on my calendar on the fridge. So.
Speaking of, you're wired tonight. What happened to your AirPods? Or, sorry, your hearing aids?
Leave me alone. I don't know how this thing works.
We forgot to change out the batteries in our card shuffler, and we had to hand shuffle our cards for our board game.
Oh,
that was wild.
First world.
Literally,
that's some first world problems right there.
Hold on, though. The deck of cards for our board game is like, I want to say, if that's like 50, it's like 500 cards. So, hand shuffling a stack of 500 cards takes a very long time.
It sounds like forging keys.
Yes. It's much like forging keys. Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of cards. It's like 8 decks of cards at a time. I don't know. It's a lot. No, like, you are hired. I'll either get I'll get like a pack of C batteries, or I'll get you. One of you come over and shuffle my cards for me. Yeah. Anyway, speaking of Cubieverse, is there anything left to cover? No.
Are you on the edibles right now?
Me? No. Not yet. I feel like I'm starting to get the sleepy ha-has, though.
Uh-huh.
I've been yawning a bit.
I see them.
Yeah.
I agree, Alec. I love shuffling cards. No, we don't.
We don't have anything else to cover. So then I guess we
were going to end early, but what?
Wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, and except for Canada, because they don't have any holidays other than the one they just had. So happy holiday you had yesterday. And whoever gets tomorrow off of work, congratulations, enjoy that. And do all of your remembering then. And we will be doing all of our thanking next week, I guess. Is it next week, or is it the week after?
Is it next week? I feel like it's the week after. So should we be? We might be streaming next week. I don't know. We'll get back to you. There will be a tweet the day of.
It's not next week. It's the week. Thanksgiving is the week after.
So maybe
No,
we do have to stream
it's
next week so we
week.
can skip.
It's next
God
week.
damn it.
It's the 23rd. And
Daylight savings has me all out of whack.
Yeah.
I can't read a calendar anymore.
Yeah.
But yes, we'll figure it out.
Thanksgiving is next. What the fuck? I don't even have a kitchen yet. I don't have a kitchen yet. I guess it's a good thing we don't eat turkey because I can't cook one.
Yeah. Sushi it is.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, yes, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Eat all of the delicious eats. Drink all of the delicious drinks.
And remember all the things on your day off tomorrow for Canada.
Yeah, and remember all of the things that you're thankful for on Thursday in the United States. And probably log in to to Cubieverse at some point or another on that day, just in case there might be a Cubie that's coming out.
Yeah, hit some vaults if you're not paying attention
We
to
don't
the
know.
news.
Yeah, we don't know.
And if we don't stream next weekend, just remember us on Thanksgiving when you're saying thanks for the things that you're thankful for. Remember that you're thankful for us. Because we're thankful for you.
We are thankful for you. Every single one of you.
Yes.
Caught me off guard with that one.
Because y'all make Sundays worth it. It's great. Yeah. Normally Sunday's like the most boring day of the week for me, but y'all make it fun. Especially you, MarvinsMama. You make it fun.
You too, Korkio.
Thanks. So
turkeys will probably be on sale after Thanksgiving. I can't. Y'all are too much.
And if you guys would like to support a live turkey, the rescue that I work with rescues a turkey every Thanksgiving, and they give it a home for as long as it needs a home. So if you would love to support not killing turkeys next week, look up Oliver and Friends Farm Sanctuary, and you can support a turkey. And I guess that's it.
I guess so. Pray for vendor coats.
Yeah.
For creator coats.
Yeah. So maybe we'll see you next week. More than likely we won't. But if we don't see you next week, we'll definitely see you the week after. I think I have nothing else on my calendar, so why not? Oh, and then Hunter's Lodge is next month on the 3rd, so we'll definitely stream by then.
Absolutely.
At least.
At the very least.
The very least.
But in the meantime, go collect some chromatic paint and
build your shit.
Do something.
I've heard
or hunt.
Shacks are important for Christmas. So build those things.
But also keys. So get walking, because that's the shit you can do for free.
Yeah, I need to do that. I need that. So.
All right, everybody.
Y'all have a good night, I guess. Happy Sunday.
Happy hunting. Happy building.
Happy hunting. Happy building. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy remembering. And all the things.
Happy goodbyes. Goodbye.
Bye.